You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, the 7-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page and YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. 2017 Long Island Ducks season ticket packages are on sale now. Enjoy the best savings and most benefits available to cheer on your hometown team. 10-game mini plans are also on sale and offer fans the same great seats for 10 games throughout 2017, as well as many other exciting opportunities. To find out more information and secure your seats for the 18th season of Ducks baseball, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. The Bethpage Ballpark box office is now open for individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fans can also purchase their tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX or by visiting liducks.com and clicking on the tickets icon. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smokin' Al's party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2017 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, call 631-940-3825 or visit liducks.com. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking on the merchandise icon. Store hours on game days are noon to 4 p.m. and during the game from inside the ballpark only. On non-game days, the store is open Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please call 631-940-3825 during normal business hours. Quacker Jack, The 7-time Best Long Island mascot is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at 631-940-3825 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one flag away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
And live from Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, this is Long Island Ducks baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network. Tonight, the Long Island Ducks, after a 6-1 homestand, which included a season-long 6-game winning streak that the Ducks are still riding heading into tonight's matchup, put that on the line against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs as they begin an 8-game road trip, which includes 4 games here in Waldorf and 4 games against the Somerset Patriots next week. But first matters are first. That's a 6-game winning streak for the Long Island Ducks, taking 3 games for the Bridgeport Bluefish Friday, Saturday, and Sunday last weekend, and then sweeping a 3-game series with these Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, including a doubleheader sweep 2 nights ago, and then yesterday another victory for the Long Island Ducks, 4-1, with all those runs coming in the 3rd inning. The Long Island Ducks send Matt Larkins to the mound tonight. It'll be a good pitching matchup as he's opposed by one of the better starters for the Blue Crabs this season and over the last couple of seasons in Darrell Thompson. We'll talk more about the 2 starting pitchers a little bit more as the broadcast progresses tonight. But with this 6-game winning streak that the Ducks have been on now for the better part of the last 7 days, the last week, the Ducks find themselves today in first place by a half game in the second half Liberty Division standings over the Bridgeport Bluefish, who entered today at 17-16 overall. The Ducks at 17-15. And meanwhile, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, who tied for first place right now in the first half in the Freedom Division, they still have a 1-game playoff coming up on Monday with the Lancaster Barnstormers to decide the winner in the first half for the Freedom Division. They've really struggled here in the second half, especially as of late. Obviously, just got swept by the Ducks up at Bethpage Ballpark earlier this week. They're 6 games under 500 in the Freedom Division as Lancaster is running away here in the second half. Really, the York Revolution, the only team in the vicinity of the Barnstormers. But that's all stuff to talk about as this weekend series progresses. For now, we'll take a step aside. When we come back, we'll talk more about tonight's starting pitching matchup between Matt Larkins and Darrell Thompson, a couple of talented right-handers who actually have put together fairly similar seasons for their respective ball clubs. And also, we'll take a look around the Atlantic League. There's plenty of action going around the circuit tonight with all 8 teams in action having games. So that's all coming up next on the Long Island Ducks pregame show here as the Ducks set to take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at 6:35 p.m. We'll have first pitch and a whole lot more right after this.
This is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden.
And he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
And we welcome you back to Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. Joe Vasile with you on the Long Island Ducks broadcast network tonight, as the Long Island Ducks are set to take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in Game 1 of a 4-game series. These will be the last 4 games that the Ducks and the Blue Crabs are going to play this season, and that'll mean that as we're getting towards the home stretch of this season, this game 104 for Long Island, or rather 103 for Long Island, pardon me. My math is off, but regardless, this is game 103 for the Ducks out of 140 in the regular season, starting to hit that home stretch, and that means that the Blue Crabs are going to be the first team that we say goodbye to for the 2017 regular season, though perhaps a date in the playoffs is in order, looking ahead at the end of the season. But here in this pitching matchup tonight, as we mentioned, it's Matt Larkins taking the mound for the Long Island Ducks against Darryl Thompson of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. We'll start with Larkins, who's had kind of that up and down season for the Ducks. He had that really tough start and then went through an absolutely torrid stretch through June and into July, in which he had a couple of tough outings, did Larkins. We look back at the last time that he went up against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. It was all the way back on June 30th when he gave up just 3 runs. 2 of those were earned on 7 hits, getting a no decision in an eventual 5-3 Ducks win at home at Bethpage Ballpark. And since then, for Larkins, he had that 1-hitter against Lancaster in his next turn out. But since then, it's been a little bit up and a little bit down for Matt, failing to complete 6 innings against Somerset his next time out, but allowing just 2 runs. Then giving up 6 runs on 13 hits to New Britain after that. And since then, he's started to settle down, throwing his 8th quality start of the season last time out on the 5th of August against Bridgeport in that 4-3 Long Island victory. Overall in the season, Matt is 5-6 with a 4.20 earned run average. He's made 20 appearances, 19 of which have been starts. There was only 1 lone relief appearance in Game 2 of a doubleheader back on May 3rd at York. It was a long time ago for Larkins. He's thrown 109 1/3 innings this year. That's a third of an inning more than John Brownell for the team lead. He's allowed 114 hits, 53 runs, 51 of those were earned. Struck out 91 and walked just 27. Opponents hitting .268 against Larkins this season. Though, as we mentioned many times, his strikeouts have gone up this year relative to his career norms, and his walks have stayed about the same, and that's a good sign for progress moving forward for the right-hander from Moscow, Idaho. Originally, though, from the sunny shores of California. Meanwhile, for Darryl Thompson and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, it's been a little bit of the same story this year. He's been a little bit up and a little bit down. Look at the record, that kind of accurately reflects that. 6 wins, 6 losses, an ERA of 4.10 for Thompson. He's second in the Atlantic League with 118 2/3 innings thrown this year, 121 hits, struck out 93 and walked 20, which is a very similar strikeout to walk ratio. A little bit better than what Matt Larkins has done, but also he's had a couple more innings under his belt as well, I should say. But for Thompson, This is his 5th season with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Was the opening day starter last year. Didn't start on opening day this year because Justin DeFreitas got the start, but he's a guy that the Ducks have gone up against quite a bit over the last few years. Very familiar with Thompson, who's a local product here out of La Plata, Maryland, and he should always pose a tough challenge for this Ducks lineup. So that means we're probably in for a pretty good matchup. Much like Larkins, he's a sinker baller. We mentioned the strikeout and the walk totals, very similar. They're, quite frankly, both evenly matched, both having very similar type seasons, and hopefully if they're both on, we could have an excellent pitcher's duel tonight. So it's Matt Larkins and Daryl Thompson here in Southern Maryland. Let's take a look around the Atlantic League for some of the other scores and action going on. There's one game that's already gone final today. It was an 11:15 a.m. start up at the ballpark at Harbor Yard, and the Sugarland Skeeters took on the Bridgeport Bluefish today and were victorious by a 4-2 final. Brett Marshall got the win for Sugarland, while Rainier Roybal took the loss for Bridgeport. Mark Haynes got the save for, he got the save for Sugarland in the contest. Osni Guillen had a pair of RBIs for the Bluefish, while Anthony Jansanti helped to lead the charge for the Skeeters. Elsewhere around the league, 6:30 p.m. start in Lancaster at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Somerset Patriots take on the Lancaster Barnstormers, and the New Britain Bees are on the road tonight at the York Revolution. So with the Bluefish losing earlier today, a win tonight for the Ducks could increase their lead, easy enough for me to say, over Bridgeport by a game and a half, and that is good as the Ducks looking to make that charge that we've been waiting for them to make really the whole season. They've been saying they've got the talent to put together one of these kinds of winning streaks, and now the hitting and the pitching is all cooperating at the same time, and the Ducks have won 6 in a row. They look to make it 7 tonight against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. We'll take a step aside. When we come back, we'll get you starting lineups and get you set up for first pitch here from Regency Furniture Stadium.
Hey fans, this is pitching coach Billy Horn, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Back here at Regency Furniture Stadium on the Long Island Ducks pregame show. Joe Basile here with you tonight as the Ducks get set to take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in game 1 of a 4-game series. It'll be Matt Larkins on the mound for the Ducks against Daryl Thompson of the Blue Crabs. The Ducks have just swept the Blue Crabs in 3 at Bethpage Ballpark. And now, as you can see on your screens, the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs taking the field. And this their starting lineup tonight. Jose Lozada leads off and plays third base. Edwin Garcia is at shortstop. LJ Hose is in left. Michael Snyder's the DH. Corey Vaughn is in center. Zach Cohn plays right field. Patrick Palmero mans first. Luis Allen is the catcher, and Brian Bistain plays second base. We'll get you the Ducks starting lineup on the other side of the national anthem, which is coming up next from Regency Furniture Stadium, and we'll have you the first pitch after that as well. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up. It's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season. And with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the North Shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
And a pleasant good evening and welcome to Waldorf, Maryland here at Regency Furniture Stadium. It's time for Long Island Ducks baseball. Joe Vasile here with you tonight from Regency Furniture Stadium as the Long Island Ducks get set to take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in Game 1 of a 4-game series and conclude their season series, at least their regular season series, with their Freedom Division rival, Blue Crabs. There's Darryl Thompson taking his warm-up tosses on the mound for the Blue Crabs, so let's get you the starting lineups for the Long Island Ducks. The Ducks on a 6-game winning streak up to 53-49 overall and 17-15 here in the second half of play in the Atlantic League. Leading things off for the Ducks will be the right fielder Quinton Berry. He's followed up by the center fielder Delta Cleary Jr. and the first baseman Mark Krause. Cleanup hitter is the DH Angelo Sonko, while Elmer Reyes plays second base tonight and bats fifth. Alex Berg does the catching, hitting sixth, while Anthony Vega is in left field, batting seventh. Giovanni Alfonso is the third baseman, he'll bat eighth, and the shortstop batting ninth is the ever-young Dan Lyons. So Darryl Thompson just about set to go. He's 6-6 on the season with a 4.10 earned run average, second in the Atlantic League, with 118 2/3 innings pitched, making his 20th start, and he's into the windup in the first pitch to Quinton Berry. This is upstairs for ball one, coming in a couple of minutes after scheduled start time at 6:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Thompson deals the pitch, hit off the fist by Berry, and that one will dump in a right field for a base hit. So Quinton Berry doing a good job, got jammed on that one, but was able to have the strength to muscle it through into right field for a base hit. And the Ducks have the leadoff man on here in the first inning. No score between the Ducks and Blue Crabs, just 2 pitches into tonight's game. Quinton Berry with the first hit of the night for Long Island. I'll bring up the switch hitting center fielder Delta Cleary Jr. Been on a tear as of late, has his season batting average up to .259 coming into tonight's game. First pitch misses low to Delta to count 1 ball and 0 strikes. 10 doubles, including one that scored 2 runs last night. So it was a great hustle double by Delta. Gave the Ducks their first 2 runs of the night, and what would prove to be the only 2 runs they'd need, winning 4-1. 2-0 pitch, or rather 1-0 pitch misses. It's now 2-0. Thompson working out of the stretch from the third base side of the rubber with the third baseman Lozada in on third base. The pitch just does miss outside of the count now 3 balls and no strikes to Delta Cleary Jr. The way the weather here in Waldorf, Maryland, 79 degrees and partly cloudy here at first pitch. Pitch from Thompson, runner goes in for a strike, throw down to second, not nearly in time, and Quentin Berry steals his 12th base of the season. Got an excellent jump that time. Ahead of the pitch from Thompson, as after a couple of pitches, Berry felt comfortable that he had timed Thompson's delivery to the plate properly, and boy, what a jump he got. There was no chance for the catcher, Luis Allen, to throw him out. So the count, 3 balls and a strike to Delta Cleary Jr. with a man in scoring position. No outs in the top of the first. Now the pitch. Made a ground ball in up the middle. Goes off the bare hand of Thompson. He recovers and throws high to first. That's in time to get Delta Cleary Jr. Advancing to third base on the play is Quentin Berry. And that's going to bring pitching coach and manager James Frisbee out of the dugout to go take a look at his right-hander. It's also going to bring the trainer for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Mitch Rosenthal, out to have a look. It's always so scary for a team when your starting pitcher, or really any pitcher, it doesn't matter if it's a starter or not, reaches out with his bare hand and tries to make a play. And that time he didn't field it cleanly. It just smacked right off his hand, carried him a few feet away. And evidently he's all right as Frisbee and Rosenthal make their return to the dugout rather quickly. Well, that's good to see with Thompson, but we'll see if there's any effects on him after that. But he's got other things to worry about now with Mark Krause in the middle of the Ducks lineup, coming up with a man on third base and 1 out. No score for now in the top of the first inning. Blue Crabs put the overshift on against Krause, and the first pitch is on its way and nubbed foul up the first base line over by the facing of the Ducks dugout, and the count 0-1. Mark Krause on the year, .290 in terms of batting average and .400 in the on-base percentage category. 15 home runs, second on the team, 58 RBIs, also second. Now the pitch. Oh, and misses low. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike as Thompson tried with a fastball, but it just missed low. There's that triangle on the right side of the infield with the shortstop Edwin Garcia basically playing behind the second base bag. Third baseman Lozada all alone. As the pitch is swung on and fouled off by Krause. Do it again at 1 ball now and 2 strikes. And with Lozada almost playing in at third base, right on the cut of the grass, well, if Krause gets one down to that side, it's almost assured to get through. And Berry can take just a huge lead because Lozada is way off the bag at third. I mean, you could see it if you're watching on your screen about good 15, 20 feet away. 1-2 to Krause, misses outside. And the count is even up now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Duck first baseman. Played a lot of first base earlier in the year, did Krause. Playing a lot more outfield lately, although now with his start at first base tonight with Angelo Sunko doing the DH duties. Thompson comes set, now the pitch. This is upstairs, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball that time, couldn't get Krause to expand his strike zone. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Quentin Berry at third base, and no score. Pitch from Thompson. Krause swings and misses for strike 3. Chased the low breaking ball, and Krause goes down on strikes. It's the second out here in the inning, and the first strikeout for Darryl Thompson. Brings Angelo Sunko up to the plate. Sunko leads the Ducks in home runs with 19 and runs batted in with 59. He's also tops on the team in strikeouts with 95, but the spark that he's been able to provide at the plate for the team this year has really helped to buoy the offense. The first pitch to Sunko misses outside. The count 1 ball and 0 strikes. Sunko, an RBI double in yesterday's game, drove in the 4th run of the night for the Ducks. And the pitch, swing a foul ball back, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Angelo Sanko. The 19 home runs for Sanko, the most that he's had since 2011. Though he spent 2012 hurt and then a couple of years in the American Association where they play shorter seasons. They only play 100-game seasons as opposed to the 140 here in the Atlantic League. Now the pitch. So a foul ball off at home plate. Count a ball and 2 strikes now to Sanko as foul ended up rolling up the first baseline a little bit, retrieved by catcher Luis Allen. And then tossed aside by tonight's home plate umpire, Nate Caldwell. Works with Derek Moshe at first base and Mike Williams at third base. 3-man umpiring crews here in the Atlantic League. Thompson dangles the right arm. Now comes to the high set, the pitch. Misses low, gets away from Allen, but not far enough for Quentin Berry to think about dashing home. Good job by the catcher, Luis Allen, to keep that ball in front of him. Southern Maryland defense at first base, it's Patrick Palmero. The second baseman is Brian Bistain. Edwin Garcia mans shortstop, and Jose Lozada plays third. Along the outfield, L.J. Hose is in left. Corey Vaughn is in center. Zach Cohn patrols right. And Luis Allen does the catching. Now Thompson comes set from the third base side of the rubber. He deals. Swing a fly ball lifted in the air. Left side of the infield. Third baseman Lozada onto the warning track, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Ducks here in the first inning. So the leadoff single for Quentin Berry, all goes for naught. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left on base. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, the score, 0-0 between the Blue Crabs and the Ducks.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brown Allen. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Fans, every walk by a Ducks batter this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. With over 15 City MD locations across Long Island, offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care, need a doctor? Just walk in. No score between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Long Island Ducks. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, the Ducks a leadoff single in the first from Quentin Berry. He advanced as far as third base with 1 out, but the Ducks could not drive him home. So now Matt Larkins will get his night started for the Ducks, facing Jose Lozada, Edwin Garcia, and L.J. Hose here in the bottom of the first. Followed up by Michael Snyder, Corey Vaughn, Zach Cohn, Patrick Palmero, Luis Allen, and Brian Bistain. So the Blue Crabs, after getting swept by the Ducks at Bethpage Ballpark, looking to come away with a victory today and put an end to a 6-game winning streak for the Ducks. And also start to generate some positive momentum heading into the big showdown on Monday. They'll play the Lancaster Barnstormers with a trip to the playoffs on the line. First pitch from Matt Larkins to Jose Lozada. It's a fastball that misses high in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Blue Crabs and the Barnstormers finished the first half tied atop the division, but they had one game against each other rained out as Lozada swings and drives one high in the air and pretty well towards right field. Moving over towards the line is Berry, and he makes the catch easily for out number 1 here in the frame. So 1 up and 1 set aside for Matt Larkins. That'll bring up Edwin Garcia with 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. So basically what it was going to be was they were going to play the game. It was going to count as a first half game, and they were going to play it on July 29th. However, that got rained out as well, and they rescheduled it for Monday, August 14th here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Next time the Barnstormers and Blue Crabs were able to play. As the first pitch to Edwin Garcia is in for a strike, count 0-1. Larkins winds and fires, wasting no time. The pitch on Miss Lowe, the count even up at 1-1. So the Blue Crabs obviously needing to win games here in the second half. They currently sit in 4th place in the Freedom Division at 13-19 behind Lancaster, who entered play today 21-12. As the pitch misses, it's now 2 balls and a strike. But a lot of it also with an eye towards Monday, which is again a first half matchup, which they win, and they're in the playoffs. The pitch hit on the line sharply up the middle, past the diving Elmer Reyes, and into center field for a base hit for Edwin Garcia. So Garcia collects the first Southern Maryland hit of the game with a hard smash up the middle. And why don't we meet the Long Island Ducks defense, starting at first base with Mark Krause. Second baseman is Elmer Reyes. We just met him. Giovanni Alfonso mans the hot corner for the Ducks tonight, and Dan Lyons is shortened up at double play depth at shortstop. In the outfield, Anthony Vega patrols left field. Delta Cleary Jr. is in center, and Quinton Barry is in right with Alex Berg doing the catching. So L.J. Hose strides up to the plate. The first pitch is in for a called strike. Got 0-1. Good sinker that time from Larkins, catching the outside corner. Get ahead in the counts. Hose the leading hitter for the Blue Crabs if you don't count starting pitcher Eric Fornatero and his .500 batting average. Hose at 309. Pitch swung on and missed. Good off speed that time from Larkins. Had Hose way out in front, and the count now 0-2. But Hose 309 average, a home run, and at 19 runs batted in for the former big leaguer. It's been a solid addition to this club. Still played fewer than 40 games at Southern Maryland after he was added in late June. It's the 0-2 misses low. Good block by Alex Berg, and the breaking ball down in the dirt. Count 1-2. Hose played with the Baltimore Orioles in the major leagues, also a couple of years with the Houston Astros, exclusively an American leaguer in his time at the show. Larkins works from the extreme first base side of the rubber. Ducks in the orange jerseys tonight. And a light pickoff attempted first by Larkins, and back in standing is Edwin Garcia, who has 9 stolen bases in 13 attempts this season. Got a little bit of speed, but is not the biggest burner on the club for Southern Maryland. That would be Jose Lozada. Larkins set at the belt, and the 1-2. Swinging a foul tip at home plate. Alex Berg not able to corral it as it went straight down into the dirt, and will do it again at 1-2. The Ducks in the orange jersey tops with the Ducks script logo across the chest. Green numbers on the front and back, outlined in white. Gray baseball pants, black caps with the Quacker Jack Duckhead logo gracing the fronts. Larkins set at the belt, now the pitch. That one misses low, skips away from Berg, and Garcia, who is off with the pitch, will get into second standing with a stolen base. So now each team has stolen a base here in the first inning. It was Quinton Berry for the Ducks, and now Edwin Garcia swipes his 10th bag of the season. Gets himself into scoring position, and that takes the double play out of order. Ahead of the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to L.J. Hose. Last time out, Larkins turned in his 8th quality start of the season. 6 innings of 2-run ball against the Bridgeport Bluefish on Saturday night. Larkins comes set, the 2-2. This is low and outside. It's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to LJ Hose. Larkins walked 2, struck out 4, and allowed just 4 hits in that outing. Got the win, his 5th of the season. Now Larkins set, and the 3-2. Check swing by Hose. They will appeal, and he did not go around, so LJ Hose heads down to first base with the first walk of the night issued by Matt Larkins. And the Blue Crabs have something of a rally cooking here in the bottom of the first inning, with runners on first and second and 1 out. And arguably the best hitter in their lineup, Michael Snyder, coming up to the plates. Snyder at .287 on the season with 22 home runs, tied with Sean Halton of Lancaster for the league lead. Also 64 runs batted in, puts him second in the Atlantic League. Good, solid power hitter for the Blue Crabs. First pitch, swinging a drive hit in the air pretty well to left field. Going back, Vega, he's got room. Backpedaling onto the warning track in the short left field. He makes the catch. That's out number 2 here in the inning. So Snyder swinging at the first pitch, gave it a good ride, sending Vega back to the warning track in front of the short porch in left field. But it goes for out 2, and that'll bring Corey Vaughn up to the plates. It's just 310 feet down the left field line, but you've got to clear a 20-foot mini monster that they have out here at Regency Furniture Stadium. It goes on for about 60 or 70 feet or so before it drops down to a more normal 8-foot wall heights. First pitch to Corey Vaughn misses upstairs. Count 1 ball and no strikes. The alleys are narrow out to both, rather narrow out to left center. Not so much to right field. It's just very cavernous out there to right. 400 feet to center field. Vaughn swings and misses. Count 1 ball and 1 strike now to him. It's about 390 out to right center, and then it stays pretty deep relatively until you get close to the foul line, and then it just wraps around down the right field corner. It's just 325 feet, but that angle and the wall goes out very quickly and suddenly makes for funny hops and a lot of ground to cover in right center, which is where Corey Vaughn hits the 1-1 pitch, and it's caught by Delta Cleary Jr. for out number 3 here in the first. So in the bottom half of inning number 1, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base for Southern Maryland. And we are scoreless heading to inning number 2. You're listening to Long Island Ducks Baseball.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit pseglyny.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
The Long Island Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapists of the Long Island Ducks. Well, as you mentioned the other night, George Pacheco has been placed on the disabled list with a wrist injury. Again, still awaiting the results of some testing that he went through the other day. But Pacheco out with a wrist. David Ardsma still inactive. Ducks hope to have him back here this weekend at some point. And the same goes for Lou Ford. Though he's not inactive, he is active, but still day-to-day with his nagging hamstring that has been giving him fits here over the last week and a half or so. Elmer Reyes will lead things off in the top of the second inning, and the first pitch from Darryl Thompson misses upstairs for a ball. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Reyes. Hitting .289 on the season. He'll be followed by Alex Berg and Anthony Vega. As the pitch is fouled off at home plate right off the end of the bat of Reyes. The count now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. No score between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs in the top of inning number 2. Ducks had a leadoff single in the first from Quinton Berry. He got as far as third base but couldn't score. A walk and a hit in the bottom of the first for the Blue Crabs. They couldn't push across a run. As Reyes swings to top the pitch up. Field coming back to the shortstop. Garcia has it in his sights and he makes the catch. Pop out to the shortstop for out number 1 here in the second for Darryl Thompson. I'll bring Alex Berg up to the plate. Berg hitting .233 on the year for the Ducks, but has raised his average by about 18 points during this 6-game winning streak that Long Island has been on. In fact, Berg hitting .500 in his last 5 games played, 8 for 16 with a home run and 4 runs scored. He's really starting to catch fire again at the plates. First pitch to Berg, a foul ball back over the screen and over the sweet level here at Regency Furniture Stadium, and the count no balls and 1 strike. In fact, if you expand the sample to the last 9 games that Berg has played, 13 hits in his last 33 at-bats with 7 runs scored. That's a .394 average. As the pitch to Berg misses high and tight. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Berg, who was selected to be an Atlantic League All-Star after he got off to a blazing start this season, just hit an absolute cold streak from about mid-June until about, 2 weeks ago when he started to heat up again. So 1-1 misses in. It's now 2 balls and a strike to Berg. And that's really been the story of the Ducks' season this year. They've been very streaky on the individual level. As the 2-1 is swung on and missed by Berg, it's now 2-2. That's one of the reasons why it's taken until now for the Ducks to put together a winning streak of longer than 4 games. I mean, you just looked at this roster all year long and you said, oh, with all the talent on the pitching side, with all the guys who can hit, it's a wonder that the Ducks have been so up and down, but there's been a lot of guys going through streaks as the 2-2 swung on a miss by Berg for strike 3. Second strikeout for Darryl Thompson in the second out here in the top of the second inning. No score between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs here at Regency Furniture Stadium. But you said it's only a matter of time until everything is to normal, or at least where you thought it might be at the beginning of the season when you looked at the Ducks roster and compared it around the league. That brings Anthony Vega to the plate. Thompson into the hesitation wind of the pitch. This is high and outside. The count 1 ball and no strikes. But now finally the offense clicking on all cylinders. The pitching doing the same. It's been a lot of fun Ducks baseball over the last week as Vega reaches for one and shoots it out to second, but a sliding catch made by Brian Bistain puts an end to the inning in style. What a nice play made by the second baseman Brian Bistain, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Darryl Thompson here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Long Island. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Delta Cleary Jr., and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. There's no better time than now to sign up the young Ducks fan in your life for the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Ducks Kids Club. Children 14 and under will receive exciting gifts, discounts on merchandise, and unique experiences that only come with being a member. Sign up today by visiting www.liducks.com or by calling 631-940-3825. Zach Cohn leads things off for Southern Maryland in the bottom half of inning number 2. Be followed by Patrick Palmero and Luis Salin. The first pitch from Matt Larkins is fouled back into the screen behind home plate, and the count 0-1. Cohn at .259 on the season. 9 home runs, 41 runs batted in, and 20 stolen bases. Got some power, got some speed. His problem at 96 strikeouts, just 14 walks. Pitch swung on and missed. Count 0-2 to Cohn. That ratio contributing to just a .296 on base percentage for Southern Maryland's right fielder this year. That is not sterling at all. Larkins into the wind with nobody on base, and the 0-2. This is low with a sinker, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thank you for joining us here on this beautiful Thursday evening. Southern Maryland, Joe Vasile with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. 79 degrees, partly cloudy at first pitch. This pitch from Larkins misses upstairs. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Cohn. Late crowd on hand here on a Thursday night. Larkins kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back into the screen behind home plate. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Center fielder Delta Cleary Jr. playing for Zach Cohn to pull the ball ever so slightly just off to our left, his right of straightaway center. Now the pitch. Check swing, but it's in there for a called strike 3. And Zach Cohn goes down on strikes. First strikeout of the night for Matt Larkins. And there's 1 gone here in the second inning. How to bring Patrick Palmero up to the plate. Base is empty, 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 2. Check some early scores from around the Atlantic League here in this half inning. We already told you about the 1 morning game, the Sugarland Skeeters defeating the Bridgeport Bluefish 4-2. Get you caught up on the rest of the league in just a second as the first pitch to Patrick Palmero misses low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. At People's Bank Park in New York, the New Britain Bees and the York Revolution are scoreless. That game currently in the top of the 3rd inning. Larkins goes into the windup, and the 1-0 pitch ripped on the ground to third, past a diving Alfonso, and into left field for a base hit. Fielded by the left fielder Vega and thrown back toward the infield, but Patrick Palmero with a hard hit smash It looked like it took kind of a funny hop on Gio. And popped right up over his glove as he was diving off to his left to catch it. So man on first base and one gone, and that'll bring Luis Allen up to the plate. Second hit of the game for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, as Allen strides up, hitting .233 on the season. Slow-footed catcher. The Ducks' middle infield will look to turn two. Larkins comes set at the belt, and the first pitch to Allen, swinging a ground ball foul wide of the bag at third. Hits off the front of the stands over by the Southern Maryland bullpen. Count 0-1 to the catcher Luis Allen, who began the year with the York Revolution. Also going on tonight in the Atlantic League, the route is on early at Clipper Magazine Stadium, where the Somerset Patriots lead the Lancaster Barnstormers 8-0 in the top of the second inning. As the pitch to Allen is swung on and driven high and deep in the air to right field, twisting over towards the foul line. Quentin Berry makes the catch in fair territory. He gets the ball back in as Palmero has to retreat back to first base. Two gone now here in the inning. Berry's had a put out in each of the first two innings. Had kind of a busy day out there in right field as Berry, also a single and a stolen base. Been active early on as Brian Bistain now strides up to the plate for Southern Maryland. Bistain, 206 hitter on the year, a home run and 19 runs batted in. As Larkins comes set, and the first pitch. Swing a fly ball hit in the air to right field. Berry has a play on it, over towards the foul line by the corner. He makes the catch on the run, and that is out number 3 here in the inning. So for Matt Larkins, the one-out base hit surrendered to Patrick Palmero doesn't come back to haunt him. No runs hit, no errors, and a man left on base for the Blue Crabs here in the second. We head to inning number 3, still no score.
Hey fans, this is right-handed pitcher Tyler Levine, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Fans, New York Sports Day is New York's largest independent sports news source. For coverage of the Long Island Ducks, Mets, Yankees, Major and Minor League Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer, visit www.nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. We go to the top of the third inning, and the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are scoreless as both Darryl Thompson and Matt Larkins have looked strong in the early going. Leading things off for the Ducks here in the third inning will be Giovanni Alfonso. Will be followed up by Dan Lyons and Quentin Berry. That's 8, 9, and 1 in the Ducks lineup as Darryl Thompson into the wind, and the first pitch is in for a called strike to Alfonso, and the count 0-1. Alfonso at 3.02 on the season for Long Island, starting to snap out of what's been a little bit of a prolonged funk. As the pitch comes in from Thompson and misses outside. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Gio at one point was hitting up in the 340s this year. Then he dipped down into the 290s and now is pushed back up over the 300 mark as the pitch hit on the ground towards third base. Lozada gloves and throws to first in time to retire Alfonso. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out here in the third. That'll bring up Dan Lyons, the shortstop, for the first time. Here with one gone. Top of the third inning, no score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Ducks winners of 6 in a row. Longest winning streak of the season. They've had 2 4-game winning streaks, and now this 6-gamer. Those are their 3 longest. Darrell Thompson winds and fires. First pitch to Lyons is in for a strike. Good fastball in the outside corner to Dan, and the count 0-1. Darrell Thompson on the bump for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in his 5th season with the team as the pitch hit on the ground out towards shortstop. Garcia, the shortstop, waits for it and throws to first in time to retire Lyons. 2 up and 2 quickly set aside for Darrell Thompson here in inning number 3. That'll flip the lineup card over and bring up Quinton Berry for the second time. First time through for Darrell Thompson. 1 hit allowed, 2 strikeouts, and nothing else. Berry, left-handed batter against the righty tossing Thompson, who works quickly. Now the pitch. Berry squares around to bunt, pulls it back, and takes the pitch outside for ball 1. Darrell Thompson, originally a 2003 draft pick in the 8th round by the Montreal Expos. Now the pitch. This is outside. The count now 2 balls and no strikes to Berry. Of course, the Expos in 2005 would move south to Washington, D.C., where they're now the Washington Nationals. It's about an hour north of Waldorf, Maryland, where we played tonight. 2-0 misses in. It's now 3 balls and no strikes to Berry. Thompson from nearby La Plata, Maryland, which does not mean the plate. It means silver in Spanish. 3-0 is in for a strike, and it's now 3-1 to Berry. He's getting to play for his semi-hometown team. And he works extremely quickly. Now the 3-1. Swing and a miss. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, so good job by Thompson to dig down. After falling behind to the count, 3 balls and no strikes to Quinton Berry to come back with strikes on the last 2 pitches. Now Thompson on the same page with his catcher Luis Allen, and right as he was going into the windup, timeout called by tonight's home plate umpire Nate Caldwell. Now Thompson kicks and deals the 3-2. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen behind home plate. Do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Quinton Berry. If he keeps the inning alive, Delta Cleary Jr. is in the on-deck circle. Remember, it was Delta who hit that comebacker that Thompson tried to field with his bare hand back in the first inning. He was able to recover and get the outs, and there was some concern at the time, but clearly showing that it did not affect him at all as he gets Quinton Berry's swing and miss at the 3-2 pitch. 3rd strikeout of the night for Darrell Thompson. And he's now retired 9 ducks in a row. 3 up and 3 down for Thompson again here in the 3rd. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Still scoreless between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is infielder Elmer Reyes, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the bottom of inning number 3, and that means that the final out of the top of the third inning was the 15th out of tonight's ball game. Did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO, or visit geico.com. Here in the bottom of the third inning, it'll be the top of the Blue Crabs lineup to up against Matt Larkins, Jose Lozada, Edwin Garcia, and L.J. Hose. And Michael Snyder, if we should get beyond that. Beautiful night for baseball, as we'll have a little bit of a delay before the start of this bottom of the third inning, as it looks like a door needs to get closed out in the left field corner before we can resume play. And now everyone is all set to go, and so is Matt Larkins and Jose Lozada, as Larkins heads into the windup, and the first pitch of the inning is low and inside. Count 1 ball and no strikes to Lozada. Lozada 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field to lead off the bottom of the first inning for Southern Maryland. Hitting .278 on the season. Now the pitch. Swing a line drive hit into center field, but right at Delta Cleary Jr., who makes the catch for out number 1 here in the third inning. So Lozada with a hard smash, but right at the center fielder Cleary Jr. And there's one out here in the top, or rather the bottom of the third inning. Still scoreless between the Long Island Ducks and Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, as both Matt Larkins and Darryl Thompson have been very strong in the early going of this game. First pitch on the way to Edwin Garcia, misses inside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. You know, we talked about in the pregame show about how Larkins and Thompson have had kind of similar up and down seasons. They have similar repertoires. They're very similar pitchers on the mound. But how about this? As pitch to Garcia is fouled off, and the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Larkins threw 2 innings today, 28 pitches. Darryl Thompson threw 2 innings today, 28 pitches. Right now sitting at 40 after a 12-pitch top of the third. Ducks have 1 hit. Southern Maryland has 2. Pitch to Garcia. This is low, and the count 2 balls and 1 strike. The sinker from Larkins, a little bit too much downward action on it. Fell out of the bottom of the strike zone, and Garcia would not go chasing. So the count 2-1 as Larkins rocks and deals. Swinging a ground ball hit towards third base, gobbled up there by Alfonso. His throw to first is in time, gloved easily by Kraus for out number 2 here in the inning. And for Matt Larkins, who's primarily a sinker baller out on the mound, that's the first ground ball out that he's been able to generate today. 1 strikeout and 6 flyouts through the first 8 that he's set down tonight. It's kind of out of the ordinary for Matt. This Blue Crabs team, a team that gets a lot of balls up in the air, a lot of guys with uppercut swings, and you can live by the uppercut and die by the uppercut. First pitch on the way, misses low and outside to L.J. Hose, and the count 1-0. Although, with that being said, at least the prevailing thought in baseball nowadays is a little bit of an uppercut swing is a good thing. 1-0 pitch, misses low. Count 2 balls and no strikes as that one skipped all the way to the backstop. Hose in the driver's seat at 2-0. There's been a lot of talk about this fly ball revolution going on in Major League Baseball, where hitters are concerned with elevating their launch angles so they can hit more balls in the air. by virtue of that, hit more home runs. As the 2-0 from Larkins is hit in the air pretty well to center field. Tracking it down, though, is Delta Cleary Jr. He makes the catch, ranging over into right center field, and that is out number 3 here in the inning. So another fly ball out generated by Matt Larkins, but it is the first 1-2-3 inning of the night for Larkins as well, making this a PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1, 2, 3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. PSEG Long Island, making energy efficiency programs work for you. No score heading to the 4th.
Hey fans, this is infielder Giovanni Alfonso, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Well, we go to the bottom of the top of the 4th inning. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs here from Regency Furniture Stadium tonight. Here in this 4th inning, we'll get you tonight's 4th inning trivia question, where we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. Although, in case you've tuned in a little bit late tonight, here's all the things you've missed. A leadoff single for Quentin Berry in the top of the 1st inning for Long Island, and since Southern Maryland starting pitcher Darrell Thompson has set down 9 ducks in a row. Meanwhile, the Blue Crabs have had base runners on in the first 2 innings and stranded a total of 3 on, as Matt Larkins has retired 5 in a row in his own right. It'll be Delta Cleary Jr. leading things off for the Ducks, followed by Mark Krause and Angelo Sanco here in this top of inning number 4. Delta Cleary Jr. 0 for 1 in the ball game today, grounded out back to the mound his first time up. Thompson out of the wind and the pitch. Misses low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. That was a ball that came back, and Thompson tried to field with his bare hands, hit off of it, and ended up scootering away. He was able to recover and make the play at first base as the 1-0 misses. Got out 2 balls and no strikes to Delta. Thompson into the windup and the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. And they count out 2 balls and 1 strike. So tonight's 4th inning trivia question, as we mentioned, in the top of the 3rd, Darrell Thompson has a Montreal Expos ties. He was drafted by the Expos in 2003. Out of La Plata High School, as the 2-1 is swung on a miss by Cleary, now 2-2. So we ask you, there is one former Montreal Expo still in Major League Baseball. There's only one left. Who is it? 2-2 pitch on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Delta Cleary Jr. will head back to the dugout as he becomes Darrell Thompson's 4th strikeout victim of the night. He struck out 1 in each now of the first 4 innings. 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. We'll bring Mark Krause up to the plate, who was Thompson's first strikeout victim back in the 1st. Swung and missed at a 3-2 pitch down in the dirt. Very uncharacteristic for Krause. Chase a ball out of the strike zone like he did that first time up, but with Quentin Berry standing at 3rd base, probably eager to try and drive the run in. First pitch to Krause with the shift on, misses inside, count 1 ball and no strikes. So again, the 4th inning trivia question. There is one former Montreal Expo on an active MLB roster as of today. Pitch to Krause is on the outside corner for strike. It's now 1-1. Name that Expo, or former Expo, I suppose. And this is either going to be really easy for you or really difficult, as the 1-1 is swung on and missed by Kraus. Count now 1-2. First time Kraus was up, it wasn't a full shift on because the third baseman, Lozada, still had to be close enough to the third base bag with a runner on third, but now he's out by the normal shortstop spot. So the 1-2 misses low and outside. Looked like the fastball that time from Thompson. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So just almost about, a third of the entire infield is wide open for Mark Kraus on the left side. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Boy, I tell you, Thompson looked sharp tonight. He's now retired 11 ducks in a row and has 5 strikeouts to his name as well. 2 gone here in the top of the 4th inning. And boy, if not for that leadoff single by Quentin Berry on a good pitch made by Thompson that ran in on his fists and broke his bat, Thompson might be looking at flirting with a no-hitter, much like Alfredo Simon flirted with one in Game 1 of the doubleheader 2 nights ago at Bethpage Ballpark. First pitch to Angelo Sanco misses high and outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. So far, that Quentin Berry leadoff single is the only Ducks base runner of this game. But Matt Larkins has been equally as good for the Ducks, and we're scoreless. The pitch to Sanco misses low. Count 2 balls and no strikes. Angelo popped out to third base to end the first inning, his first trip up, 0 for 1. Pinwheels the bat, left-handed batter with a lot of power. The pitch. Swinging a fister hit foul back over the top of the netting behind home plate. The count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. Sanco entered play today, .259 on the season with 19 home runs, 59 runs batted in. Acting as the DH tonight. Now the 2-1 pitch, swinging a high fly ball, lifted in the air to left field, medium depth, crossing over towards the foul line. LJ Hose in fair territory in front of the bullpen, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Darryl Thompson. He's now set down 12 Ducks batters in a row. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still no score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland. Joe Basile here with you on the Long Island Ducks broadcast tonight. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, we'll answer tonight's 4th inning trivia question, in which we test your knowledge of the Long Island Ducks and baseball as a whole. To refresh your memory on the question, it's Blue Crabs starter Darryl Thompson was drafted by the Montreal Expos in 2003. And there's one current active major leaguer left who was at one point a Montreal Expo. Who is that player? The so-called last Expo standing. So let you think about that for at least a few pitches here in the bottom of the fourth and then get you the answer to it. Is Michael Snyder, the cleanup hitter for Southern Maryland, will lead things off in the fourth. First pitch from Matt Larkins misses low and outside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Michael Snyder, Corey Vaughn, and Zach Cohn, 4, 5, and 6. In the Blue Crabs lineup, we're in the powder blue jersey tops tonight, white baseball pants for Southern Maryland, and the Carolina blue hats, dark blue brims, as the pitch fouled off by Snyder on the third base side. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Joe Vasile here with you tonight. Have the 4-game series here in Southern Maryland, then passing the reins off to Michael Pollock for the back end of this 8-game road trip. The Ducks will play 4 games in 3 days with the Somerset Patriots, as the 1-1 is in for a strike to Snyder. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bridgeport has lost today, so a win today for the Ducks improves them to a game and a half ahead of the Bluefish. As the pitch misses low to Snyder, count 2 balls and 2 strikes. A loss for Long Island, and they would maintain their half-a-game lead in the Liberty Division second-half standings, although, quite frankly, with over 35 games left to go for both teams, it is a little bit premature to start looking at that, although does give you any kind of indication it should be some pennant chase down the stretch between those two teams. Pitch to Snyder, popped up, shallow left field, going back to shortstop Lyons, coming in the left fielder Vega, and it'll be Dan Lyons, the shortstop, making the catch. And that's out number 1 here in the 4th inning. So 1 gone, that brings up Corey Vaughn. Why don't we go ahead and answer tonight's 4th inning trivia question? And we asked, what former Montreal Expo is the last Expo on a current Major League roster? Because, of course, Blue Crabs starter Darryl Thompson was drafted by the Expos back in 2003. And the answer is 44-year-old right-hander Bartolo Colon. He's back in the bigs with the Minnesota Twins as Vaughn chops one foul wide of the bag at third base. Alfonso gloves it in foul territory and flips it off to the bullpen. Count 0-1 to Corey Vaughn. Whereas Cologne, very briefly in his career at Montreal Expo back in the 2002 season. And a part of, well, one of the most infamous trades of the past 15, 20 years. Pitch to Vaughn. Catches the inside corner, and the count now 0-2. In acquiring Bartolo Colon from the Cleveland Indians in July of 2002, the Montreal Expos traded Grady Sizemore, Brandon Phillips, as the pitch is swung on and hit deep down the right field line, but foul by Corey Vaughn. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And a left-handed pitcher by the name of Cliff Lee. Those are the 3 prospects that Montreal, along with Major League first baseman Lee Stevens, sent to Cleveland in that trade. It's the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed by Vaughn. Goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the night for Matt Larkins. And the second out here in the 4th inning. And the really incredible thing about that is because when you look at trades and, you know, how often do teams hit on the prospects that they get back in trades, all 3 of those guys, Brandon Phillips, Grady Sizemore, and Cliff Lee, were all-star caliber players in their major league careers, and basically all 3 of them, out of the 3, Cliff Lee is now retired, Grady Sizemore is now retired, and Brandon Phillips appears to be in the last few years of his playing career. It's the first pitch to Zach Cohn, misses high and inside for a ball. Count 1-0, and yet Cologne just keeps on going with his kind of second career that he's had after looked like he was finished in the late 2000s. Pitch from Larkins misses low. The count 2 balls and no strikes. And of course you can't forget there are some questionable circumstances to the way that Cologne has kind of had this late 30s into his early to mid 40s resurgence. As Larkins kicks and deals the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a rip deep down the left field line by Cone, but foul. That one clears the Legends Club restaurant and gets all the way out of the ballpark into the parking lot. Count now 2-1 to Cone. Cologne has had a 50-game suspension for failing a PED test. There's also been things there. He went out of the country, out of the United States, and got certain medical procedures done, including stem cell treatments that at the time in the United States couldn't legally be performed. 2-1 pitch, hit in a soft line out towards second base, picked out of the air by Reyes. He makes the catch for out number 3. Now Matt Larkins has retired 8 in a row as he sets the Blue Crabs down 1-2-3 in the 4th. We go to the 5th inning. We're still scoreless. It's the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Long Island Ducks on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy-efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Fans, you can warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available at concession stands at Bethpage Ballpark in both regular and decaf. Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. You can visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes in the Hamptons. You know, I tell you, it might be 79 degrees outside. Here at Regency Furniture Stadium, it has got to be about 62 here inside the press box. It is frigid, as both offenses are frigid as well. Darryl Thompson has retired 12 Ducks in a row. Matt Larkins has set down 8 Blue Crabs in a row. And Elmer Reyes stands in at the plate looking to change that to lead off the top of the 5th. First pitch from Thompson is swung on and lifted in the air to right center field. Fairly shallow, going back to second baseman Bistain. And he makes the catch for out number 1 here in the inning. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Darryl Thompson here in the top of the 5th inning. He's now retired 13 in a row since the leadoff single allowed to Quinton Berry. Bring Alex Berg up to the plate. Berg in the game, 0 for 1, struck out swinging, one of 5 strikeout victims for Darryl Thompson tonight. Now the first pitch. Fastball misses high. Count 1 ball and no strikes to the Ducks backstop, who, as we mentioned, his first time up has started to turn things around lately after a slump that lasted about 5-6 weeks. Is hitting .394 in his last 9 games played. The pitch. This is high and tight. Count now 2 balls and no strikes. Getting on a lot, been scoring a lot, has been right at the epicenter, and many a Duck rally during this 6-game winning streak. 2-0 pitch. That one misses just a bit inside. The count 3 balls and no strikes from Darryl Thompson to Alex Berg. Thompson has not walked a batter yet in today's game, and on the season walking just 1.5 batters per 9 innings. 3-0 pitch in for a called strike. Count now 3-1. In fact, Thompson had back-to-back 3-ball counts in the first inning to Delta Cleary Jr. and Mark Krause, and then 3 balls again to Quentin Berry in the third, and that's been it as Berg chops on his shortstop. Picked there by Garcia, throw to first in time to get Berg. 6-3 on the ground out for the second out here in the 5th inning. So 2 up and 2 set aside for Darrell Thompson. Now 14 in a row he's set down. Very impressive pitching performance out of Darrell Thompson. I'm going to bring up Anthony Vega with the bases empty and 2 outs, no score here in the top of inning number 5 between the Blue Crabs and the Ducks. Thompson kicks and deals the first pitch. Fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. Count 0-1 to Anthony Vega. Came into play today hitting .248 on the season. Lined out to second base his first time up. And a nice play made by Brian Bistain. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the count quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Vega. 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs for Anthony this season. 9 extra base hits and 16 runs batted in. Now the 0-2 from Thompson. That one did miss by much, but just inside. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Darrell Thompson turning in an excellent outing today, as is Matt Larkins for the Ducks. Now the pitch. This is high and outside. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes to Vega. Seeing a lot of strong pitching lately on the Long Island side of things. Thompson into the wind, the 2-2 pitch. Check swing by Vega. He did not go around. The count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks pitchers have allowed just 7 earned runs in total in the last 5 games. This while the offense has scored 24. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed by Vega. Strike 3. Thompson records his 6th strikeout of the night and has now retired 15 Ducks batters in a row. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs.
Hey fans, this is Yuri De La Rosa, left-hander pitcher, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Matt Larkins back out onto the mound for the Ducks. No score between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Long Island Ducks. For Southern Maryland, it'll be Patrick Palmero, Luis Allen, and Brian Bistain, 7, 8, and 9. And their lineup due up against the Ducks right-hander, who has retired 8 in a row. We'll also check scores here in this half inning. from around the Atlantic League and also local Major League Baseball action. So you got that to look forward to. Again, both Daryl Thompson for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and Matt Larkins have been locked in tonight. 8 in a row set down for Larkins. 15 in a row set down for Thompson after a leadoff single. And he allowed to Quinton Berry. So Patrick Palmero will lead things off. As the last Blue Crab batter to reach base, he singled back in the second inning. Tonight has not been a good night for offense. As the first pitch from Larkins is on the outside corner for strike, and the count's 0-1. Blue Crabs got back to Waldorf last night after their game at Long Island. The Ducks got on the bus this morning and drove down. Battling New York rush hour as the 0-1 is swung on and missed by Palmero. And the count 0-2. And that actually led to a pretty interesting conversation around lunchtime when the Ducks stopped at a rest area along Interstate 95 in Maryland. Everyone get out, stretch their legs, use the facilities, get a quick bite, get back on the bus, and get back down to the hotel before coming to the ballpark as the pitch chopped on the ground at third base, fielded by Alfonso, and the throw to first is in time to get Palmero. 5-3 on the ground out, and it's now 9 in a row sit down by Larkins. That's the first out here in the bottom of the fifth. But it was a conversation between a couple of Ducks players, some of whom had been in the major leagues, but a lot of well-traveled guys. They've been in different leagues, seen different parts of the country, lived in different parts of the country. And so the conversation broke out of where was traffic the worst? Someone had said, oh man, that New York traffic is so bad. And I believe it was Lou Ford who said, it's not as bad as L.A. as the first pitch to Allen. Sit right back to the mound, knocked down by Larkins with the glove, and they might have caught him in the leg. He recovers and throws to first in time to get Allen for the second out here in the fifth inning. But now Larkins a little bit slow in the recovery, and that's going to bring Donnie Pitchford, Ducks athletic trainer, out of the dugout along with Kevin Baez to go check on Larkins, who's just going to walk around in a giant circle around the infield grass. All hunched over. Looks like he's stretching out his left leg. I don't know if that one caught him on kind of the inside of his thigh. That's what it looked like, about mid-thigh high. Whether it hit the glove first or whether it caught meat first, I don't know. We're up pretty high and far away from the action. And heck, Matt Larkins might not even know. And he's walking around, just looking down towards the Ducks bullpen now. Looks like Rob Rogers is grabbing a glove. Just put his hat on and is starting to stretch a little bit as Larkins continues to walk around on the mounds. And we'll see. He's probably going to throw a couple, or at least one pitch here just to try and see if he feels okay throwing, but he's just trying to stretch things out, and hopefully this is nothing more serious than a stinger. As Larkins still just mulling about, and now he'll throw a warm-up toss to Alex Berg. And we'll see how he's doing. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Daryl Thompson has retired 15 Ducks in a row since a leadoff single from Quinton Berry. Matt Larkins has now retired 10 Blue Crabs in a row. And it looks like he feels all right to stay in the game, and that's a good sign for the Ducks, as he's been pitching well today, and they need him to give a little length in this game. So Larkins will stay in and face Brian Bistain here in this bottom of the fifth inning. As Larkins has been very, very efficient today. His next pitch will just be his 55th of the night. Thompson, for that matter, has only thrown 66 through 5 innings. First pitch from Larkins to Bistain. Ground ball hit out towards shortstop. Gloved on the backhand by Lyons. Long throw to first. is in time to retire Brian Bistain, and that sits down the Blue Crabs 1-2-3 here in the fifth. Larkins has now retired 11 batters in a row. What a pitching matchup we have here today. No score between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs as we head to the sixth inning at Regency Furniture Stadium.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tim Millville, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the top of the sixth inning. Frisbees are flying everywhere. We apologize for those of you who were as surprised as me to see a few Frisbees fly by. They're just tossing them out somewhat haphazardly up into the suite level from down below. Sure, whatever floats your boats. No score between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Long Island Ducks as we get set to start play here in the top of the sixth. It'll be Giovanni Alfonso, Dan Lyons, and Quinton Berry, 8, 9, and 1 in the Ducks lineup due up against Thompson, who has set down 15 Ducks batters in a row since Berry's leadoff single back in the first inning. Thompson to the line. First pitch to Alfonso misses low. Count 1 ball and no strikes. As now we have a delay in the game as someone's basketball game out beyond the left field wall is interrupting the ball game. Or perhaps it's the other way around. That happened a couple of times last time the Ducks were here, and I want to say even it was about 3 times in a single game. Pitch to Alfonso is swung on and hitting the line into center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Just the second hit of the game for the Ducks. And that snaps the streak of 15 in a row set down by Darrell Thompson. How about that? Giovanni Alfonso not trying to do too much, just pokes a ball into center field and comes up with a base hit, and that'll bring up Dan Lyons with a man on first and nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning. So we'll see how Thompson responds, because a lot of times you see pitchers, after they have these long streaks of retiring however many consecutive batters, then all of a sudden things start to unravel some once they have to start pitching out of the stretch. First pitch on the way to Lyons, swinging a foul ball back to the screen behind home plate. Count 0-1. Fans, you can follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this season, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Long Island this year has hit 82 home runs. Pitch to Lyons, swung on and fouled back to the backstop behind home plate. Counts quickly, 0-2. Lyons 0 for 1 today, grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Came into the game batting at .264 on the season. By the way, we promised in the last half inning that we were going to give you scores from around the league, but because Matt Larkins only used 5 pitches to retire this side, we never got a chance to, as the 0-2 is swung on and missed by Lyons. That's strike 3 and the 7th strikeout of the game for Darrell Thompson. Now 1 gone here in the top of the 6th. Runner still on first base, and that'll bring Quentin Berry to the plate. So why don't we go ahead and give those to you now. Earlier today at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport, the Sugarland Skeeters defeated the Bridgeport Bluefish 4-2. New Britain Bees currently ahead of the York Revolution at Peoples Bank Park in York, 3-0. That game in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch to Quentin Berry, misses outside. Count 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the 5th inning at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Somerset Patriots lead the Lancaster Barnstormers 1-0. And we're scoreless here at Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland, in the top of the 6th. Thompson, quick pickoff attempt at first, and back in safely is Giovanni Alfonso. In local Major League Baseball action, the New York Mets lead the Philadelphia Phillies 4-0. Top of the 3rd inning at Citizens Bank Park. Wilmer Flores with a home run. A 3-run shot in the first. Neil Walker adds a solo home run off Mark Leiter Jr. in the top of the 3rd. Pitch to Berry is in for a called strike, count 1-1. The New York Yankees trail the Toronto Blue Jays 1-0 in the top of the 3rd up at the Rogers Center, north of the border. 2-0 pitch to Berry, or rather the 1-1 pitch to Berry is swung on and missed. Count now 1-2. Pulled out by the scoreboard that had the count at 2 balls and no strikes. Sonny Gray on the mound for the Yankees tonight. Struck out 2 and a lot of hits, and that run was unearned in his 2 innings of work tonight. So a ball and 2 strikes, the count to Quentin Berry, the Ducks leadoff man, with a runner on first base and 1 out in a scoreless game in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. One misses high and outside. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a lot of room out towards right center field. Berry can shoot one out in that direction. He can run for days. Now Thompson comes set, working out of the stretch with Alfonso on first. The 2-2. Swing a foul ball at home plate. Berry just got a piece of that one to stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ducks making Thompson work hard here in the 6th inning. It's been relatively easy to come by for Thompson. Threw 18 pitches in the 1st inning and hadn't had more than 14 in an inning since. 10, 12, 14, and 12. Next pitch will be his 11th here in the 6th. Berry fighting hard. 2-2. Runner goes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Throw down to second is not in time. Giovanni Alfonso in with a stolen base. Just his 3rd of the season, but Quentin Berry strikes out. 8th strikeout of the night for Darrell Thompson. And there's 2 gone here in the 6th, but a man in scoring position for Delta Cleary Jr. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side is Cleary, 0 for 2 today. Grounded out back to the mound his first time up and took a called 3rd strike. His 2nd time up in the 4th. Remember that first time was when it hit back off of Thompson's bare hand. So tried to make a play on the bouncing ball up the middle and did. First pitch to Cleary, swing and a miss, and the count 0-1. Delta came into the game batting .259 on the season, identical batting average to Angelo Sanko, but he's hit for a little bit less power this year than Sanko has. Just 10 doubles, 2 home runs, as opposed to Sanko's 12 doubles and 19 home runs. No balls in his strike as Thompson comes set. A look back at second, and now the pitch. Foul ball back to the screen behind home plate. The count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Or rather, pardon me, no balls and 2 strikes. So Thompson, 1 pitch away from striking out the side here in the inning after the leadoff single by Alfonso, who stands at second base after swiping his 3rd base of the year. Base hit to the outfield. Could score Gio, although it would be tough to left with those shallow dimensions. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a ball down in the dirt. And the tag is applied by the catcher Luis Allen to complete the strikeout. 9 strikeouts for Darrell Thompson as he strikes out the side in the 6th. For the Ducks, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still, it's the Ducks nothing and the Blue Crabs nothing.
Hey fans, this is infielder Mark Krause, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
The Long Island Ducks return home next week. It's an 8-game road trip for Long Island here to Southern Maryland and then to Somerset, returning home on Friday, the 18th of August, to start a 7-game homestand. 3 with the Lancaster Barnstormers, and then 4 with the Sugarland Skeeters, including fireworks on Saturday, August 19th. You can get your tickets at liducks.com by calling 631-940-TIXX, by using the Long Island Ducks mobile app, or by heading on down to Bethpage Ballpark and purchasing your tickets by walking up to the ticket office. Jose Lozada leads things off in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The score 0-0 between the Ducks and the Crabs tonight. Each team with 2 hits, identical line scores, no errors as the first pitch to Lozada misses outside and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Larkins has walked 1 batter and allowed 2 hits tonight. Darrell Thompson, the starting pitcher for Southern Maryland, has allowed 2 hits and has not walked a batter. The 1-0. Fastball in the outside corner for a called strike, and the count even up. Out 1 ball and 1 strike. Lozada 0 for 2 today. Flew out to center field and has flown out to right field, making his way across the outfield tonight. The 1-1. On the outside corner for a called strike. Lozada did not like the call from Nate Caldwell, tonight's home plate umpire. Takes a little bit of an extended walk around before getting back into the batter's box and still chirping with Caldwell. With a count 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's Lozada, Edwin Garcia, and L.J. Hose to up here in the bottom of the 6th against Larkins, who has retired 11 batters in a row. A 1-2 pitch. Swinging a slow roller up the first baseline. Hits the lip of the grass, and that one will stay fair and go for an infield single for Jose Lozada. Alex Berg picks it up and just shoves it aside. An infield hit for Lozada to lead things off in the 6th inning. Just the 3rd hit of the game for the Blue Crabs, and their first since the 2nd inning. And again, that breaks the streak of 11 in a row, retired by Matt Larkins. And you know, tonight is one of those games that you look at it, a lot of times you'll say, wow, there's one pitcher who's really locked in. But tonight, you've seen 2 pitchers who are both locked in. Thompson on the one side for Southern Maryland, Larkins on the other for Long Island. First pitch on the way, misses upstairs. The count 1 ball and no strikes to Edwin Garcia. That's just the 5th hit combined and the 6th base runner of this game. We're almost 2/3 of the way home. Larkins comes set. Paying almost no attention to Lozada. Now the pitch. Swinging a foul ball hit off of the first base side. The count even up at 1-1 strikes to Edwin Garcia. Garcia, the shortstop for Southern Maryland, is 1 for 2 today. One of their 3 hits. Had it back in the first inning. Then stole second and was stranded there. Also grounded out to third base. On the infield, the Ducks looking to turn 2. The middle infielders, Lyons and Reyes, at short and second shortened up. Also Alfonso playing even with the bag at third. Pickoff attempt at first base, a light toss. Lozada gets back in with a head-first dive easily. Larkins doesn't really have a great pickoff move on the mound, but he does have enough to keep the runners earnest over at first. Now he's set and the pitch. Swinging a foul ball hit by Garcia. Off of the right field line. Count now 1-2 strikes. Still some daylight here in Maryland. As you can see, though, the stadium lights have been turned on here at Regency Furniture Stadium. They're doing a lot of the heavy lifting and keeping the playing surface illuminated. So we're 10 minutes past the 8 o'clock hour. Pitch. Just did miss outside. Count even up now. 2-2 strikes to Garcia. Runner on first. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. No score between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Long Island Ducks. As just each pitch in this game has been very tense. As the way that Larkins and Thompson are going could be the matter of 1 run deciding this ball game. Larkins set and the 2-2. This is down in the dirt. Good block by Berg. That keeps it in front of him. Prevents an advance by Lozada. Count 3-2 strikes down to Edwin Garcia. It's full. So we'll see if perhaps Lozada will be off and running with this 3-2 pitch. Lozada does have 22 stolen bases to lead the Blue Crabs this season. 2 ahead of Zach Cohn, who has 20. Larkins set. Lozada runs. The pitch swung on and fouled off of the first base side over by the Ducks dugouts, and we'll do it again at 3-2 strikes. Larkins now at 65 pitches on the night unofficially. He's been very efficient. He's had a 5-pitch inning, a 9-pitch inning, 11, 13, and 17. Having to labor here to Garcia. This will be the 7th pitch of this at-bat. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. On its way. Swing another hit back to the mound. Larkins fields. Thinks about going to second, but he had no play with Lozada off and running. So he just throws to first in time to retire Garcia. The ground out advances Lozada to second base. And there's 1 gone here in the 6th inning, but a runner in scoring position now for Southern Maryland. And after everything was in the air early in the game against Larkins, now 4 straight ground ball outs. So he's starting to generate more grounders with that sinker. Southern Maryland has started to beat it into the ground a little bit. Brings L.J. Hose to the plate, 1 out and a man in scoring position in the bottom of the 6th. Hose, a right-handed batter in the first pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit towards second base. That'll advance the runner as Elmer Reyes scoops it up and throws to first. It's in time to retire Hose on the 1 pitch. That's the 2nd out here in the 6th inning. However, it does advance Jose Lozada down to third base as he was running on contact on the ball hit behind him. Now that'll bring Kevin Baez out of the dugout for a quick chat with Matt Larkins and Alex Berg. Also, Giovanni Alfonso going to come over to the mound and pick up the rosin bag just to dry off his hand a little bit. This more of just a strategic meeting between manager, pitcher, and catcher. Can't see if there's any action in the Ducks bullpen. Doesn't appear there is. And again, as we were just talking about, the pitch count for Larkins in the mid-60s is not really in danger in terms of running up against any kind of pitch limit for the Knights. So 2 gone and a runner on third base. Bottom of the 6th inning of a scoreless game. Matt Larkins now has to face Michael Snyder, best hitter in the Blue Crab lineup. And the first pitch. This is outside for a ball. The count 1-0 as the sinker couldn't touch the outside corner. Snyder's 0 for 2. He popped up to shortstop his last time up back in the 4th, and he flew out to left field to the warning track back in the 1st. Larkins comes set from the stretch and delivers the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Snyder. Challenged him with a sinker down in the strike zone, and Snyder couldn't connect. Count even up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael Snyder, 22 home runs, 64 RBIs, and a .287 batting average entering the game tonight. White batting gloves contrasting with the red bat. Now the pitch. Breaking ball misses low and outside. It's now 2-1. Outfield playing deep against Snyder. Infield, normal depth. Though playing a very slight shade with Snyder at the plate. Expecting him to pull the ball some. Now Larkins set with 2-1. This is low and outside. Count now 3 balls in his strike. And everything has been low and away to Snyder, not wanting to give him any kind of pitch that he can turn on or get his bat underneath. They want him to either pound it down into the strike zone, and now 3 balls to count. They'll issue the intentional walk to Michael Snyder instead of throwing the 4th ball. So you wonder if that meeting with Kevin Baez and Alex Bird was simply to say, pound him down and away, see if you can get him out, and then if you get to 3 balls, we're just going to intentionally walk him and send him to first. That's exactly what ended up happening, if that was the conversation. That'll bring Corey Vaughn to the plate, 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout against Larkins tonight. Still a dangerous hitter. He swings and grounds one hard and foul up the third base line. Count 0-1. Vaughn was an all-star for Southern Maryland this year, representing the team in mid-July at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, New Jersey, which was the site of the Atlantic League All-Star Game this year. Crowd here in Southern Maryland trying to cheer on their Blue Crabs as the 0-1. This is low and outside. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. On the year, Vaughn hitting .252, but with a .367 on base and a .397 slugging, thanks to 19 doubles, a pair of triples, and 8 home runs. He's also been hit by a pitch an incredible 10 times. 1 ball and a strike to count the pitch. I mean, a fly ball hit off the end of the bat to left field. Vega freezes and now comes in on it and makes the catch while coming in for out number 3. So the Blue Crabs put their best effort of the game and squander an opportunity with a runner on third base and 2 outs. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. No score between the Ducks and the Blue Crabs as we head to inning number 7 here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive hard-to-find Ducks merchandise and memorabilia is on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Well, Darrell Thompson back out to the mound for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs to begin the top of the 7th inning. Thrown just 80 pitches through 6 innings, has struck out 9, not walked a batter, and given up just 2 hits, but the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have not been able to score a run in his support because Matt Larkins has been just as good on the mound for the Ducks tonight. A splendid pitching matchup that we were speculating in the pregame show. We said, look, if Thompson and Larkins are both on, we could be in store for an excellent pitching matchup tonight, and here we are, scoreless in the top of the 7th. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Joe Vasile with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, coast to coast and around the world, thanks to Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Boxcast. That's the first pitch to Mark Krause is just a bit outside, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. Krause will lead things off, followed by Angelo Sonko and Elmer Reyes for Long Island here in the top of the 7th. As the pitch is high and outside, counting out 2 balls and no strikes to Krause. Krause not having a fun night at the plate, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts against Darrell Thompson, both swinging. One in the first and one in the fourth. Thompson delivers the 2-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball hit up the middle but into the shift. Played by the shortstop Garcia. He'll throw on to first. Played that one for the right side of the second base bag to retire Krause on a 6-3 ground out for the first out here in the 7th inning. So that'll bring up Angelo Sonko. Sonko, much like Krause, 0 for 2, but with a pop out to third base and a fly out to left field in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. Darrell Thompson at one point had set down 15 Long Island Ducks batters in a row. Now, streak was snapped by a single by Giovanni Alfonso to lead off the 6th. The first pitch is fouled off by Sonko back to the netting, and the count 0-1. Quinton Berry led things off with a single in the top of the 1st inning for the Ducks. Then stole second and advanced to third on a ground out. That's as far as the Ducks have pushed a runner in this game as Sonko hits one off the fists, and with awkward spin it stays fair up the first base line. And Patrick Palmero will glove and step on the bag at first base in time to retire Sonko for the 2nd out here in the inning. And give credit to Sonko for running that one out, even though off the bat it looked like it was going to possibly have the spin on it to make it go foul, but just had some awkward spin that kept it fair up that first base line. And he did a good job to make sure he crossed his I's and dotted his T's and hustled nonetheless. So here's Elmer Reyes, 0 for 2 with 2 pop-ups, 1 to shortstop and 1 to second base. First pitch from Thompson, swung on and fouled back at the screen behind home plate, count 0-1. Skies darkening here in Maryland while we're just warming up here. No score between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Long Island Ducks here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Reyes hitting .289 on the season. The pitch from Thompson. One misses upstairs, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike now. A .289 average, 4th on the team. Trailing Giovanni Alfonso, Lou Ford, and Mark Krause. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball misses inside. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. There's a good length of time this season where Reyes was the Ducks' leading hitter. 2-1. So we're going to pop up behind home plate. Luis Allen, the catcher, has no idea where it is. Darrell Thompson, the pitcher, was running in because he was tracking it the entire way. but it landed back off the lower concourse and jetted up into the club seating, or at least the first level of club seating here at Regency Furniture Stadium for a strike. And then a souvenir, count 2-2. There's kind of two levels of suite seating here at the ballpark. There's about, looks like 6 rows of seating behind home plate. And then there's about a 10-foot, 8 to 10-foot wall. And then there's club suites all along that concourse area. Those are the lower suites, and then up top there's upper suites. Now the 2-2. One goes down in the dirt. Count full now to Reyes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. As it looks like the middle ball lights out on the manual scoreboard in left field is burned out. So for anyone who can see that on your screen, it looks like there's a space in between ball 1 and ball 3. It's because the middle light is burned out. Pitch. Reyes hits it off the fists to third base, but it's picked out of the air by Jose Lozada with a nice athletic grab, and that does it for the Ducks here in the 7th. A 1-2-3 inning for Darryl Thompson, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, still with no score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. You're listening to the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Angelo Sanco, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning at Regency Furniture Stadium. Joe Vasile with you on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. No score between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs tonight, as Darryl Thompson of the Blue Crabs and Matt Larkins of the Long Island Ducks have been locked in, well, what's been the best pitchers duel of the season, at least as far as what the Ducks have been involved in this year. It'll be Zach Cohn, Patrick Palmero, and Luis Allen, 6, 7, and 8. In the Blue Crabs lineup, to up against Larkins here in this bottom of the 7th inning, as the fans are all up and stretched out. Hope you got up and limbered up as we're getting set here for this bottom of the 7th. Matt Larkins currently sitting at 74 pitches on the night. So still in terms of pitch count, at least for Larkins, in good shape. Darryl Thompson through 7 is at 91 pitches. So Cohn to lead things off. Larkins into the windup in the pitch. Swung on and missed in the count, 0-1. Cohn is 0 for 2 today. Took a called third strike his first time up back in the 2nd inning, and then lined out softly to second base to put an end to the 4th. Larkins into the windup, and now the 0-1. Swing a foul ball back to the screen behind home plate. The count now quickly, 0-2 to Cohn. Cohn, the right fielder, came into the game batting .259 on the season for Southern Maryland. 9 home runs, 41 batted in. Second on the team with 20 stolen bases. With a sub-300 on base percentage. Really stymied his full effectiveness as the 0-2 pitch comes in and is tapped foul up the third base line. Over towards the end of the Southern Maryland dugout, hitting off the steps that go up from the warning track up into the lower seating bowl area that the Blue Crabs use to usher fans on and off for the between innings promotions. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes to Cone. Larkins into the wind. It's a slow motion, and now the pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Berg tried to frame that one, but home plate umpire Nate Caldwell wasn't chasing. Now Larkins on a 1-2 pitch, winds and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Just the 3rd strikeout of the game for Matt Larkins, but the 2nd time that he's fanned Cone. He registers his 98th strikeout of the year at the plate. There's 1 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. That brings Patrick Palmero up to the plate. Palmero 1 for 2, a single back in the 2nd inning, and then he grounded out to 3rd back in the 5th. Palmero, the son of former major leaguer Rafael Palmero, as he swings at the first pitch and offset foul on the first base side. That'll get out of play. Into the stands, and the count 0-1. There's Rafael Palmero, one of just a handful of players ever to have 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. Also won one of the most farcical Gold Gloves in history in 1999. He was the American League's Gold Glove Award winner at first base, and he only played about 25 games at first base that year. The 0-1. This is low. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. Spent most of that year as the designated hitter. Playing with the Texas Rangers. Now the 1-1. Swing a foul ball back up this way. Hits high off the netting behind home plate. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pardon me, I misspoke. He played 28 games at first base that year out of a total of 158 that he played overall. So he made 120 starts as a DH, 28 at first, and was the Gold Glove Award winner at first base. Now the 1-2 to Patrick is swung on and missed. All down in the dirt. Alex Berg scooped it up and applied the tag to Palmero, and that's out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts to get things going in the bottom of the 7th for Matt Larkins, who now has 4 whiffs on the night. I'll bring up Luis Allen. Allen's 0 for 2 in the game. Flew out to right field and grounded out back to the pitcher's mound his last time up. It was a ball that struck Matt Larkins either off the glove and then off of his leg, or off of his leg and then off of his glove, but it hit Larkins and his glove in some combination. Then Larkins recovered the loose ball and threw Allen out before being attended to by Donnie Pitchford, who cleared him to retain to action as the pitch is hit on the ground to shortstop. Scooped there by Larkins. He throws, or rather by Lyons, who throws on to first. That retires Allen and retires the side. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Matt Larkins. He's looked sharp tonight as well. And we go to inning number 8. Still no score here between the Long Island Ducks and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Patrick Kreider, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
PSEG Long Island is making things work for you with over 10 energy efficiency programs that can help you save on your monthly electric bill. From our free online energy analyzer and in-home energy assessments to rebates on energy efficient air conditioning, even discounts on LED light bulbs. Helping you save on electricity is our job. What to do with your savings?
Flight 85 now boarding for the magic of Orlando.
Is entirely up to you. Visit psegly.com/save money. Just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
We go to the top of the 8th inning, and Darryl Thompson's night is finished for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. We'll get you his final line here in just a second, but first we'll tell you about the new pitcher coming in for Southern Maryland. It's the side-arming right-hander and former New York Mets farmhand, Zach Thornton, coming in. We saw Thornton against the Ducks a couple of nights ago in Game 2 of a doubleheader. Came in and got the final 2 outs in that Game 2, a 4-2 victory for the Ducks. Now Thornton comes in making his 29th appearance on the season. He's 2-1 with a 3.46 ERA. 26 innings pitched across the 28 previous appearances. He's allowed 39 hits and is giving up an opponent's average of 3.58 this year. 18 strikeouts to just 4 walks issued for Thornton. He'll have to face Alex Berg, Anthony Vega, and Giovanni Alfonso here in the inning. And again, we'll get you the final line here on Darryl Thompson momentarily. Berg digs in, getting set to go here in the top of the 8th of a scoreless game. And the first pitch is swung on and lifted in the air down the right field line and well foul. That'll hit down over by the kids area. And the count is no balls and a strike to Alex Berg. So the final line for Darryl Thompson, 7 innings pitched. He allowed 2 hits, no runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 9. He will get no decision despite a spectacular outing. As the 0-1 pitch misses low to Berg, and the count's now even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. It's a battle of the bullpen, at least for Southern Maryland. For the Ducks, though, Matt Larkin's at 84 pitches through 7 innings. He'll likely head out at least to start the 8th. As the pitch misses outside to Berg, count now 2-1. Thornton's got kind of a funky angle that he comes at you from. It's a low 3/4 high sidearm. You might as well just call it sidearm. But he stands kind of straight up and down while doing it as Berg rips one down the left field line. That'll get down for extra bases. Hopping off of Pope Francis and heading into second base is Alex Berg, sliding feet first with a leadoff double here in the top of the 8th inning. Just the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Long Island Ducks as Alex Berg shoots one down to the left field corner and hustles his way into second base. So now Luis Allen will go out and have a chat with Zach Thornton. Just to change up the signs, accompanied by home plate umpire Nate Caldwell, who signals no timeout will be charged against Southern Maryland for that visit. Now Anthony Vega, Giovanni Alfonso, and Dan Lyons will each have cracks to try and get home Alex Berg from second base. That's pending, of course, an unconventional double play. Third baseman Lozada in on the grass at third base. As Thornton comes set, down below the belt in the first pitch. Vega squares around to bunt. Pulls it back and takes a ball. The count 1-0. Mentioned on that Berg double that the ball ended up hopping up and hitting off a picture of Pope Francis down in the left field corner. The banner in left field, and I don't know how clearly you can see this on the video feed on your computer screens because it's kind of off in the distance. As Vega lays down a nice bunt up the third base line, and it was picked by the catcher Allen, but in foul territory, as home plate umpire Nate Caldwell was right on that call, and he made a good call And it's probably a good thing for Southern Maryland because Allen threw the ball to third base, and I'm pretty sure that Berg had that throw and tag beaten to the bag at third, but of course, impossible to tell what the result would have been. So it goes down as a strike against Vega. The count now 1-1 strike. But that first banner out in left field is about a 16-foot high banner by about 48 feet wide for the Catholic Charities Archdiocese of Washington. Vega bluffs a bunt, pulls it back, swings away, and fouls the pitch off. It's now 1-2. And there's a giant 16-foot high picture of Pope Francis waving to a crowd on the left side of it. In the middle it says, Pope Francis visited us. You can too. Volunteer or get help. Then it's got the Catholic Charities logo. So you look down the left field line and there's just the only thing you see, or the first thing you see, is just the Pope. As the pitch misses low and inside to Vega. Count 2-2 strikes. It's certainly one of the most unique billboards in the entire Atlantic League. And one of the things that makes Regency Furniture Stadium, the unique charm of this ballpark. 2-2 to Vega, swung on and missed. He goes down on strikes. There's one out now in the inning, as that's the first strikeout for Thornton, but the 10th overall tonight for Southern Maryland pitching. Alex Berg has to hold up at second base now as Giovanni Alfonso will come up to the plate. One out. Runner on second base, top of the 8th inning in a scoreless game. Identical line scores for the Ducks. No runs on 3 hits, no errors. For the Blue Crabs, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Pitch to Thornton, from Thornton. This is low, and the count 1-0 strikes to Alfonso. Fonzie 1 for 2 today. Grounded out to third base back in the 3rd inning, and then dumped a single into center field against Darrell Thompson in the 6th. That single broke up a streak of 15 batters in a row set down by Thompson. Pitch, made a slow roller hit to the left side of the infield. Glove by Lozada. He throws high to first, and he throws it away. Rounding third and coming home to score is Alex Berg. And Giovanni Alfonso has brought home the first run of the game. A throwing error by Jose Lozada allows Alex Berg to score, and the Ducks take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. That'll bring up Dan Lyons as Alfonso had to hold up at first base on the play. Took a wide turn, but then held there. We'll wait to see officially how they score that, whether they give Fonzie an infield single and a throwing error on Lozada, or just a straight error all the way on Lozada. And it will be a straight error all the way on Jose Lozada. So the Ducks up 1-0, and the first pitch in for a strike to Dan Lyons. Count 0-1. One out in the top of the 8th inning. It's the Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 0. An unearned run coming home to score against Zach Thornton. Now the pitch. This is inside, and the count even up at 1-1 strike to Lyons. So again, you charge the error to the third baseman, Jose Lozada. No RBI on the play. And at least for now, that run is unearned, though it can become earned, depending on once you go back and recreate the inning afterwards. Say if Lyons gets a hit here, it becomes an earned run against Thornton, but that's a whole other minutia of scoring a game set of rules. As the pitch runner goes, tip back into the mitt, throw down to second, not in time as it skips into center field, and Giovanni Alfonso has stolen his second base of the night. He came into this game with 2 stolen bases all season, and now has stolen twice against Luis Allen. Stands at second base, the count 1-2 strikes. The Dan Lyons. Better throw from Luis Allen probably had Alfonso. It was not the fleetest of foot. Out there trying to run towards seconds. On the pitch, Lyons lays off with a breaking ball that misses low and outside. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a runner on second, 1 out. And a run home here in the top of the 8th. It's the Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs nothing. The error for Lozada was his 9th error of the season. Thornton set and the 2-2. Late swinging a foul ball off by Lyons. And we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Quinton Berry is on deck. He'll be next for Long Island, barring an inning-ending double play. Thornton set, look back at second, now the pitch. Swing foul ball at home plate, caught Lyons in the batter's box and rolled foul at the third baseline. Do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? And follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. Follow the Ducks and find out more about nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and more. Ducks are tweeting right now, and follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. 2-2 pitch to Lyons, misses low and inside. Count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Giovanni Alfonso, the runner at second base. 1 gone here in the top of the 8th inning. Alex Berg doubling and coming around to score on a throwing error by third baseman Jose Lozada has given the Ducks a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 8th. Now Thornton set in the 3-2. Swinging a foul tip in and out of the mitts of Luis Allen, the catcher. And Lions will stay alive here on 3 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch from Thornton will be the 9th of this at-bat. Longest turn at the plate for the Ducks in the game tonight. Though in game 2 nights ago, Delta Clear Jr. had the bat of the year, 13 pitches. The 3-2 pitch misses the Lions, and that's ball 4. First walk of the night issued by Southern Maryland pitching, and that's another Ducks walk presented by City MD Urgent Care. Over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. If you need a doctor, just walk in to City MD Urgent Care. So that brings out the pitching coach and manager of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, James Frisbee. Go have a word with Zach Thornton. There's no action going on in the Southern Maryland bullpen right now. This is going to be Thornton's inning, for better or for worse. Blue Crabs hoping that it is for better here, as if there is a silver lining in that walk to Lions, it's now you've set up the opportunity for the inning-ending double play. However, the man at the plate, Quinton Berry, is very speedy and very difficult to double up. Tonight's attendance has just come across the wire. It is 3,569. Pitch hit on the ground to third base. Could be 2. Lozada to second for 1. Bistain relay to first. In time, double play, and the inning is over. So whatever James Frisbee said to Zach Thornton paid dividends, as on the first pitch, Quinton Berry grounds into an inning-ending around the horn 5-4-3 double play. In the inning for the Long Island Ducks, 1 run, which is unearned on, 1 hit only, no errors, and they leave 1 on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 1-0 Long Island. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Zach Treese, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? The Ducks are proud to present the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty draft and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the brand new Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Long Island Ducks lead the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 1-0 as Matt Larkins heads back out for the Ducks to start his 8th inning of work tonight, and he has been brilliant. No runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts tonight on 84 pitches for the Ducks right-hander. He'll face Brian Bistain, Jose Lozada, and Edwin Garcia, 9-1-2 in the Southern Maryland lineup after the Ducks grabbed a 1-0 lead of Southern Maryland reliever Zach Thornton in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the first pitch to Jose Lozada. That falls in for a called strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. Oh, pardon me, it's to Brian Bistain, not Lozada. He's in the on-deck circle. Regardless, the count 0-1. Now the pitch from Larkins. Breaking ball misses upstairs. And the count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-run games have not been kind to Long Island this season. Larkins goes into the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball hit back to the mound. Gloved by Larkins above his head. He tosses underhand to Mark Krause at first, and that's in time for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Larkins has now sit down 5 in a row since an intentional walk to Michael Snyder back in the 6th inning. Also flip the lineup card over and bring up Jose Lozada, with the Ducks leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out, nobody on base. But the Ducks in 1-run games this season are 4 games under 500, 16 wins against 20 losses. However, to start this current 6-game winning streak that the Ducks are on, they won 3 straight 1-run games, 11-10 in waddle-off fashion last Friday night against Bridgeport, then 4-3 on Saturday, and 2-1 on Sunday, again over Bridgeport's. First pitch to Jose Lozada, swung on and hit in the air to center field. Playable for Delta Cleary Jr. towards left center, and he makes the catch on the drive for a quick out number 2 here in the 8th inning. At Larkins, at just 88 pitches through 7 2/3 innings tonight, has thrown 1 complete game this season. A full 9-inning complete game against the Lancaster Barnstormers back on July 5th. That was his 1-hitter. 9 runs, 1 hit, or rather 9 innings, 1 run. Let's try this a third time. 9 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks and 10 strikeouts in the start of the year for Matt Larkins. First pitch in for a strike to Edwin Garcia, count 0-1. Whereas Larkins also had the near no-hitter against Somerset back on June 15th. Took a no-hitter into the 9th inning before Chris Grayson spoiled it with a leadoff solo home run. A 1 pitch to Garcia, fouled off at home plate. Caught Garcia in the leg, and the count now 0-2. Now Larkins putting together another brilliant outing. It's been some year for him. There's been times where he's been beat around a little bit, but he has persevered through, always kept a positive attitude, and really has just gotten better and better as the years gone on. Even through some trials and tribulations as of late. Larkins into the windup, now the 0-2. This is upstairs to Garcia. Fastball that was above the letters, and it's now 1-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The score 1-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks. And for Larkins, a guy who's never pitched an affiliated ball, pitches with some kind of grit and guile out there on the mound. 1-2, misses low. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came into the game 5-6 on the year with a 4.19 ERA on the season, but that doesn't beget just how good Matt Larkins has been this year. He's been absolutely splendid. So now he steps off the rubber here before getting ready for the 2-2 pitch to Garcia. Comes to agreement with Berg. And now kicks and deals. This is low and outside. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in this bottom of the 8th inning. 1-0 the game. Dominated by pitching. Matt Larkins of the Ducks still in there. Darryl Thompson of the Blue Crabs out after 7. Then Zach Thornton, the reliever, allowed an unearned run to come home to score after a double by Alex Berg. And then a throwing error by the third baseman, Jose Lozada. Pitch from Garcia, hit on the ground to first base. Glove there by Krause, and he'll take it to the bag himself. 3 unassisted to retire the side. So we'll head to the 9th inning here at Regency Furniture Stadium. It's the Long Island Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs nothing. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is catcher Alex Berg, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We go to the top of the 9th inning. New pitcher in the game for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. But first, baseball fans, have you downloaded the official Long Island Ducks mobile app yet? Powered by Clear Vision Apps, you can buy tickets and stay up to date on Long Island's hometown team right on your mobile device. Download the app today for free by visiting the App Store on your Apple app-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The new pitcher in the contest for Southern Maryland is their closer, Cody Epley, in here to try and keep this game frozen at 1-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks. Epley has been nothing short of wonderful for the Blue Crabs this season. He'll be making his 45th appearance out of the bullpen. He's 1-4 with a 2.59 ERA. 26 saves this year for Epley, the active leader in the Atlantic League, trailing only David Carpenter of Bridgeport, who had 30, but of course Carpenter's been gone now for a couple weeks. 38 hits, 37 strikeouts, and just 13 walks in 41 2/3 innings pitched for the former New York Yankee, Cody Epley. Here in this ninth inning, he'll face Delta Cleary Jr., Mark Krause, and Angelo Sanko, 2, 3, and 4 in the Ducks lineup. Trying to give Matt Larkins an insurance run. Larkins currently at 94 pitches through 8 innings. First pitch from Epley. Misses in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Epley, the third pitcher in the game for Southern Maryland. As he comes set, now the pitch. That one's in for a called strike. Count now even up at 1-1. Darryl Thompson went the first 7 innings. Didn't allow a run on just 2 hits. Didn't walk a batter either. And struck out 9. And Zach Thornton came in 1 inning. Gave up an unearned run on a hit and a walk. Pitch hit on the ground to second base. Gloved there by Brian Bistain. And he throws on to first to get Delta Cleary Jr. 4-3 on the ground out. For the first man retired here in the 9th inning. So that'll bring Mark Krause to the plate. Krause 0 for 3 in the ball game. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. All of that coming against Darryl Thompson. So we'll see if here against Epley, if his luck will change for the night. Krause had the 21 game on base streak snapped back on Sunday, but has reached base in all 3 games since. First pitch to Krause is swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. So he's got that streak riding. On the line here in this at bats, and of course a 1-0 Ducks lead. Pitch misses well outside as Luis Allen, the catcher, to extend his arm fully out to his left to be able to catch the pitch from Epley. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. It's the Ducks 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. The Blue Crabs no runs on 3 hits and 1 error. Mirror image line scores. 1-1 pitch to Krause, swung on and driven to the air pretty well out towards left field. That's going to be trouble for Hose getting back on it, but he makes the catch on the run on the warning track for out number 2. Good play by the left fielder, L.J. Hose. And the first ball hit out in his direction tonight. He makes the catch for out number 2 in the inning. That'll bring Angelo Sanko up to the plates. Sanko 0 for 3 in the game today. A pop out, a fly out, and a ground out. So Epley trying to retire the Ducks and keep this a 1-0 game in the top of the 9th. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, it'll be 3, 4, and 5 for Southern Maryland. L.J. Hose, Michael Snyder, and Corey Vaughn. Here's the first pitch to Sanko. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1. That's about the best part of the lineup that Southern Maryland James Frisbee, or rather Southern Maryland manager James Frisbee, could ask for. It is run producers up, down by 1 in the 9th inning. Certainly going to be a tough challenge for Matt Larkins or whoever the Ducks send out to pitch. Pitch misses low and in. Count now 1-1 to Sanko. 2 gone here in the top of the 9th inning. The Ducks looking to add an insurance run, which is always important to do, but even more so considering what we just told you about the batters due up for Southern Maryland here in the bottom of the 9th. Now the pitch. Big swing and a miss by Sanko. He had a home run cut that time and came up empty. Count 1-2. Ducks looking to notch their 7th straight win and 4th in a row over the Blue Crabs after sweeping Southern Maryland at Bethpage Ballpark earlier this week. Won both games of a doubleheader on Tuesday and then were victorious last night, 4-1. Pitch misses low. Count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sanko. Ducks 10-0 winners in game 1 of the doubleheader on Tuesday as Alfredo Simon took a no-hitter into the top of the 7th inning. In game 2, the Ducks came from behind in the bottom of the 6th to take a 4-2 lead. A margin that they would end up winning by. 2-2 to Sanko. Hit on the ground to second base, charging hard. Bistain He gloves and fires to first in time to retire Sonko. 4-3 on the ground out, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Cody Epley in the ninth. So we will go to the bottom of the ninth with the score: the Long Island Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 0. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is pitcher David Artsma, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolak pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolak's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolak. Visit Nicolak.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, post-game wrap-ups, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Matt Larkins returns to the mound for the Long Island Ducks, looking to seal the victory. It's the Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 0. Larkins has retired 7 in a row since an intentional walk to Michael Snyder. And Snyder is due up second here in this inning, the cleanup man and leading home run hitter in the Atlantic League. It'll be L.J. Hose, followed by Snyder and Corey Vaughn, 3, 4, and 5, due up for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, looking to spoil Matt Larkins' bid for a complete game shutouts. Ducks also looking to win their 7th game in a row and extend their longest winning streak of the season. First pitch to Hose. Fastball in for a called strike. And the count 0-1 as the crowd's starting to come alive a little bit here tonight at Regency Furniture Stadium. They have been dead silent all night, and now here in the bottom of the ninth with their team down by a run, starting to make some noise. 0-1 pitch. Fastball missed outside. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Hose. There's no action in the Ducks bullpen. This is going to be Matt Larkins' inning. A lot of confidence being shown by manager Kevin Baez. 1-1 pitch misses low. Count 2 balls and a strike to Hose. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes to L.J. Hose. One to nothing. The Ducks lead it thanks to an unearned run that came home to score in the top of the 8th inning. Now the 2-2. Late swing and a foul ball down the right field line. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to L.J. Hose. Now he digs back in. Larkins is ready to go into the windup. The 2-2. Swing a foul ball, fisted off on the right field line. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes as L.J. Hose determined to go down with a strong fight here in the 9th inning. Short porch in left field, just 310 feet away. The Blue Crabs one swing away from tying it here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 2-2 to Hose. Swing a line drive hit in the right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Cut off by Berry before it can get by him and into the corner. And that'll hold Hose to a leadoff single here in the 9th inning and bring up the dangerous Michael Snyder representing the winning run at the plates. And Hose a speedy tying run aboard at first. Not the way Matt Larkins wanted to get things going here in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's just the 4th hit of the game for Southern Maryland. And the 7th hit overall between these two teams. You really can't stretch how well the pitchers have pitched. Here's the first pitch on the way to Michael Snyder's called strike. Count 0-1. Darrell Thompson, 7 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 9 strikeouts for Southern Maryland. Matt Larkins still writing his story tonight, hoping to give it a happy ending. Larkins comes set. Now the pitch. This is low and outside. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Larkins now up over 100 pitches on the night. Including ball 1 to Snyder. Matt Larkins now at 104 pitches thrown. Set at the belt and the pitch to Snyder. This is low. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. Michael Snyder 0 for 2 in the game. Fly out to left field. A pop up to shortstop. And he was intentionally walked his last time up. The cowbell with a "Let's Go Crabs" chant. Dwindling crowd of over 3,500. The pitch, swinging the line drive, hit to center field. Cleary on his horse. He gets over into the gap and makes the catch on the run and spins and fires a strike back into second base. Out number 1 recorded here in the 9th inning on a strong drive off the bat of Michael Snyder. But Delta Cleary Jr. showing off his range in center field, able to track that one down in the spacious right center field power alley. That'll bring Corey Vaughn up to the plate. The score 1-0, Long Island over Southern Maryland. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Tying run aboard at first base in the form of L.J. Hose, and the winning run at the plate in the form of Corey Vaughn. First pitch to Vaughn. Swing a foul ball back to the backstop, and the count 0-1. Vaughn is 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out to center field back in the first. Struck out swinging in the 4th. And flew out to right field in the 6th. Those who have stuck around for the conclusion of this game getting themselves a treat. A real nail-biter here at Regency Furniture Stadium. We thank you for joining us. Now the pitch. This is low and outside. Count even up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Vaughn. Still no action in the Ducks bullpen as Matt Larkins nears pitch 110 on the night. Again, this is his inning. Bidding for the complete game. For a shutout, which would be his 2nd of the year. And for a 7th straight win for the Long Island Ducks. A ground ball could end it. 1-1 to Vaughn. Just does miss outside, and the count runs to 2 balls and a strike. Vaughn runs well. So does the man in the on-deck circle, Zach Cohn. And they both have power. 19 doubles for Vaughn, 8 home runs. 20 doubles for Cohn, and 9 home runs. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball lifted in the air to center field. Chasing Cleary back to the warning track. and in front of the wall, he makes the catch. Delta Cleary Jr. has to go all the way back, and tagging up at first and heading to second is L.J. Hose. It is not often that you see a runner tag from first base and advance on a flyout to center field, but in the spacious center field here at Regency Furniture Stadium, that is possible. And that's exactly what L.J. Hose recognized and did. But the flyout to center field is the second out in the bottom of the ninth, but the tying run is in scoring position for Zach Cohn. And at a big juncture in this game, Matt Larkins will try and get Cohn again. He's had his number tonight. 2 strikeouts and a soft line out to second base. That's been the night for Zach Cohn, 0 for 3. A run on 3 hits, no errors for Long Island. No runs on 4 hits and 1 error for Southern Maryland. Now Larkins comes set. A look back at Hose at second, who's got a healthy lead. Now the pitch. This is low and outside. The sinker couldn't catch the corner. And the count 1-0. The Ducks have left 3 runners on base tonight. Southern Maryland has left 5. Matt Larkins hoping to make it 6 here in the bottom of the ninth. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Zach Cohn. Larkins is set. And now the pitch. This is low and outside. Again, might have even skipped in the dirt before backhanded by Alex Berg. We got 2-0. A walk to Cohn puts the winning run on first base with Patrick Palmeiro standing in the on-deck circle. Palmeiro's 1 for 3 tonight. 2 gone here in the bottom of the ninth as Larkins comes set. A look back at Hose at second. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went with the fastball and Cohn couldn't catch up to it on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Now to Zach Cohn. Ducks trying to hang on and win another 1-run nail-biter. There's been plenty of those in this streak. 2-1 pitch. Swing a line drive, hitting the shallow center field. Going back, Dan Lyons. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Ducks have won 7 in a row as Matt Larkins goes the distance, shutting out the Blue Crabs 1-0. A complete game shutout for Matt Larkins, his second of the season, as the Ducks win the ball game thanks to an unearned run coming home to score in the top of the 8th inning in a magnanimous pitching performance from their right-hander. We will be back to recap this game on the Long Island Ducks post-game show right after this break. But the final score, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base for the Ducks. For the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, no runs, 4 hits, 1 very costly error. They leave 6 on base. The winning pitcher is Matt Larkins. He improves to 6-6. The loser, Zach Thornton, he falls to 2-2 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours and 35 minutes in front of a paid crowd of 3,569. So that's the happy recap. We'll have a full recap on the post-game show right after this. Ducks win it 1-0.
Hey fan, this is a pitcher Amali Diaz, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
M&V Limousines is the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks. Family owned and operated, they've been in the business for over 24 years. M&V Limousines offers coach buses with Wi-Fi and restrooms, party buses, exotic limousines, and also recently acquired Hampton Luxury Liner with regular service from New York City to the Hamptons. They also offer a variety of vineyard tour options. Whether you're looking for transportation for weddings, proms, corporate outings, or long-distance trips, they've got the right vehicle for you. Visit their showroom in Comac or check them out online at mvlimo.com. M&V Limousines and Hampton Luxury Liner, the official bus company of the Long Island Ducks.
Family fun every time.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
Big action every time.
He reaches up, it's gone!
Great value every time.
And the Ducks have won it 7-1.
The Ducks schedule is loaded with new promotions this season, and with an average ticket price of just $10 and free parking, there is no better value on Long Island. For game times and tickets, visit liducks.com. Long Island Ducks baseball. Good times every time.
And we welcome you back to Regency Furniture Stadium on the Long Island Ducks postgame show, where the Long Island Ducks have defeated the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs tonight by a 1-0 final score behind a complete game shutout effort from Matt Larkins. And what a terrific game it was for both sides, a pitcher's duel all around, as both Darryl Thompson and Matt Larkins, the two starting pitchers in tonight's game, were just so good from the word go tonight. I mean, you look at Darryl Thompson, went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits, didn't walk anyone, and struck out 9. He allowed a leadoff single in the top of the first inning to Quentin Berry. Berry then stole second and advanced to third on a Delta Cleary Jr. ground out. And from that point on, Darryl Thompson retired the next 15 Ducks to face him before Giovanni Alfonso led off the 6th inning with a single. Alfonso then stole second but was stranded there as Thompson ended up striking out the side in the 6th and then set the Ducks down 1-2-3 in the 7th, his final inning of work. Meanwhile, for Matt Larkins, he wasn't as sharp in the early going as Thompson was, but he improved as the game went along and stayed sharp throughout the entire contest. As in the first inning, he allowed 2 runners to get on base, a base hit by Edwin Garcia and then a walk to L.J. Hose, but runners on first and second. But then Michael Snyder flew out to the warning track and left, and Corey Flawn flew out to center field to end the threats. In the second inning, Larkins allowed a 1-out single to Patrick Palmero, but was able to work around that, and then set about retiring the next 11 batters he would face until Jose Lozada led off the 6th inning with an infield single of his own. After that, Larkins got the next 2 out before intentionally walking Michael Snyder to set up runners on first and third and 2 outs with Corey Vaughn at the plate, and Vaughn flew out to right field on a nice play made by Quentin Berry to retire the side in the 6th. So we are still scoreless heading into the 7th when the Ducks went down 1-2-3 against Thompson. Larkins returned the favor in the 7th inning by setting the Blue Crabs down in 1-2-3 order as well. Then the 8th inning came around, and that would prove to be Southern Maryland's undoing, as James Frisbee made the decision to take Darryl Thompson out of the game after 91 pitches thrown. And he brought in Zach Thornton, and Thornton quickly allowed a leadoff double to Alex Berg down the left field line. And then Anthony Vega struck out for the first out in the inning, and that froze Berg at second. After that, Giovanni Alfonso was up at the plate, and he rolled a 1-1 pitch on the ground to third base. Jose Lozada, the third baseman, picked it and threw to first, but the throw was wild, pulling Patrick Palmero off the bag, and Palmero couldn't even field the ball cleanly, allowing it to roll away. Berg turned third and came home to score easily on the play, and the Ducks grabbed a 1-0 lead. Alfonso would then go ahead and steal second base, and Dan Lyons drew a walk to put runners at first and second, still with 1 out, but Quentin Berry grounded into a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play to put an end to the 8th inning. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Matt Larkins set the Blue Crabs down 1-2-3. In the 9th, Cody Epley came in for Southern Maryland and put the Ducks down in order. And then in the bottom of the 9th inning, L.J. Hose led things off with a single to right field for Southern Maryland. Michael Snyder then flew out to center. Corey Vaughn flew out to center field, and Hose tagged and headed to second on the play. So there was a runner in scoring position for Zach Cohn, who popped up to shallow center field with the shortstop Dan Lyons making the catch for out number 3 in the game. So we'll take another step aside, come back, and check scores from around the Atlantic League. That's coming up next on the Long Island Ducks postgame show.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, a pizza and Kona Ice party in the Hebrew National Picnic area, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Long Island's Ford Giant is celebrating its 60th year anniversary. Stop by Sayville Ford to check out their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives, luxurious customer lounge, and a larger selection to choose from. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary celebration is going on now. Visit SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more about Sayville Ford's 60th anniversary savings. Call 631-589-4800 today.
And we welcome you back to Regency Furniture Stadium in Waldorf, Maryland on the Long Island Ducks postgame show. Long Island Ducks defeat the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 1-0 tonight, thanks to a complete game shutout by Matt Larkins, his second complete game and his second shutout of the season. And the Ducks have now won 7 games in a row. Check scores from around the Atlantic League today. In the one early game, 11:15 a.m. start at the ballpark at Harbor Yard in Bridgeport. The Sugarland Skeeters defeat the Bridgeport Bluefish 4-2 in afternoon action. The other 2 games going on in the circuit tonight, the New Britain Bees and the York Revolution are in the bottom of the 9th inning at People's Bank Park in York. The score is the New Britain Bees 4 and the York Revolution 3. Meanwhile, they're also in the bottom of the 9th at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The Somerset Patriots lead the Lancaster Barnstormers by a 9-3 margin. Meanwhile, in local MLB action, the New York Yankees trail the Toronto Blue Jays 3-0. That game in the bottom of the 7th inning up at the Rogers Center in Toronto. Pardon me. And the New York Mets currently up on the Philadelphia Phillies 7-0 after trading Jay Bruce to Cleveland yesterday. The Mets out in front. Home runs from Wilmer Flores, Neil Walker, and Michael Conforto have led the Mets to that 7-0 lead. Jacob deGrom exits the game the bottom of the 7th after taking a comebacker off of the chest. Hopefully everything okay with Jake. But here at Regency Furniture Stadium in Southern Maryland, the final score is 1-0 in favor of the Long Island Ducks. We'll give you the final lines here in this game. For the Ducks, it was 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 3 on base. For the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They leave 6 on base. Winning pitcher was Matt Larkins. He improves to 6-6 on the season. Zach Thornton gets the loss. He falls to 2-2 on the year. First pitch was thrown at 6:38. Game finished off at 9:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Good for a time of game of 2 hours and 39 minutes. Played in front of an announced attendance tonight of 3,569. And so that does it for us here tonight on the Long Island Ducks postgame show. I want to thank all of you for tuning into the broadcast today, and a big tip of the hat to everyone here at Regency Furniture Stadium with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for their help in getting ready for today's game. Also a big thank you to Michael Pollack back home in Central Islip for all his hard work today, and everyone back at the Ducks front office at Bethpage Ballpark. Long Island Ducks tomorrow night will be back in action at 6:35 p.m. taking on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs in Game 2 of this this 4-game series. Going to be Rafael Perez taking the mound for the Ducks against Drew Hayes of the Blue Crabs. We'll have the Long Island Ducks pregame show starting at 6:20 p.m. tomorrow night. So my name is Joe Basile, giving you the final score for the final time here from Southern Maryland. It's the Long Island Ducks 1 and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs 0. Ducks win their 7th straight behind a complete game shutout from Matt Larkins. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night. So long from Waldorf, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday.